And now for a taste of things to come.
What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another Simply Reliable Studios watch-along presentation, joined by Walter Cruz, joined by, yes, your eyes do not deceive you, Jeff Meacham is kind of sort of here.
The corporate shill, Jeff Meacham, is here.
I mean, he's here, but he's not moving, so it's kind of like, just a glitchy feed almost. It's frozen.
Yeah, I am frozen like the great Walt Disney's head in the great catacombs of the Pirates of the Caribbean, or so they say. Yeah, it's all good. I'm here. Elimination Chamber, man. I love this show. I love this. I love being part of this with you guys too. I'm happy. I'm excited.
Well, it's good to have you here. It's so rare these days that you do stuff with us, that you're available to do stuff with us.
Yeah, well, as evidenced by my hat, the House of Mouse has me enslaved. I mean, gainfully employed. So, I got to make sure I kowtow to them first. But
you're going to have a problem here?
No, I love when I get to be part. Like I said, I purposely, I don't remember taking this day off. It turns out I did, which is great. And it turns out there's some massive political stuff going on down at work. So I'm like, oh, good thing I'm home in Candy Country where it's safer, I guess.
Safe fish.
Yeah, safe fish. It's all relative around here at the House of Meat as opposed to the House of Mouse. But yeah, man, it's the last PLE stop on the road to WrestleMania. It's still a mind fuck to turn on Disney Plus and see the WWE banner going across. I'm not going to lie. It's a little weird for this fan. But and it's even weirder to see Rosenberg with a less stylish beard than mine. Good God, I can't stand Rosenberg. He bugs. Anyway, sorry, tangent. And you got the IWC. Oh, there's only 4 matches. Yeah, 2 of them are chambers, man. Like, just calm the fuck down. Like, we got a Elimination Chamber times 2. Like, enjoy it. And I know the creative is what it is. And you guys have been talking about it for as long as I've been absent. And I talk about it when I pop in here and there. But it's if you don't like this, you've got GCW in an hour that you're also covering, right? If you don't like GCW or WWE, tune in at 8:00 tonight Pacific. We're having a hell of an interview with an old friend. If you don't even like interviews with hot women, which what the fuck is wrong with you? Then turn on the shenanigans because that's random ass everything. Like, you've got something to watch tonight, kids. Like, just sit back and enjoy it.
For real. And, to your point, you've got Chamber, you've got GCW, you've got AEW Collision tonight.
Yeah, Collision also. Exactly.
And that's just the stuff that I know about. I'm sure there's 100 of other independent wrestling companies that aren't even on my radar that have some kind of show tonight.
Yeah.
Support your independence.
Yeah, if you go out in your area, if you're not a fan of, kicking back in your place and watching live televised wrestling, shit, go out and find it. It's there. I promise it's there.
Plus, we got the whole mystery of what's in the box.
What's in the box?
I was going to say, we've already got a question in the chat about what's in the box. Yeah, I was telling people, you know, and I totally said this for a ha-ha because I definitely don't think this is in it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I told people just for the ha-ha, it's Big Dick Johnson. That way you have a dick in a box.
That is the greatest response I've heard yet. That's good stuff. I'm here for it. If DJ was still part of the company, I would totally believe it. Like if Chris DeJoseph was still part of WWE, I'd be like, oh man, that's perfect. That's great. I just wish.
It doesn't mean we couldn't get a one-off. I mean, where's he from? Is he from Chicago? Because like it would make sense then.
Yes, I love how I love advocating for Big Dick getting a one-off. Anyway, I'm just gonna
to Ghost, the actual PLE begins at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. The pre-show's been going for the last hour and a half.
Yeah.
We're just now starting. Because goddamn it, we don't need to do a 2-hour pre-show for a show that's not WrestleMania.
That's right. However,
and even WrestleMania, we only really need an hour.
And even then, if we're still going live at 2 p.m. like we planned on, it's going to be the only hour because it's starting at 3 now, apparently.
But you know, and I had to mess with Noah a little bit during Simply Predicting. It's always fun to mess with Noah.
Always.
You know, he always likes to talk about, oh, you guys handle the pre-show. I'll be there 5 till like I always do. Ha, ha, ha.
Sure.
I had to be like, Noah, come here. He's like, what? I was like, Walter and I are going to be in Vegas for Mania. You have to do all the pre-shows.
That's right.
Every show that we cover, you have to do the pre-show for.
Yeah, it's like...
And he was like, bloody hell. And speaking of bloody hell, joining the festivities is Stat Boy.
Hey!
Who wasn't sent a link, just saw that we were on and was like, hey, I have producer capabilities. Let me pop in here because my brothers are on the air.
Well,
in the words of Phil Brooks, stop me when I'm telling lies.
Dude, even I don't have that privilege anymore, I guess, Mikey. Fuck. You know,
well, you know,
I mean, he was doing weekly watch-alongs for football, so he needed producer capabilities.
No, I know, I understand. I'm just giving a hard time because I can.
Yes, you can.
That's right. Even in my frozen state, I can still give you shit, Mikey.
Yeah, why are you frozen?
Because my room looks like dog fuck, and I didn't want to show it to the rest of the world, so I figured I'd be a corporate shill instead. Put on my ESPN Mickey ears hat and the SRS shirt.
Very clever. I like it. I like the look. It's very product placement.
It's very Meacham.
It's very Meacham. Corporate shill monkey. That's what I do.
And again, for those of y'all out there, you just got to breathe this in. He's got the producer studio.
Yes.
Shilling the Greg Cherry brand, the No DQ review, the interview this evening with Heather, and the interview with Izzy Moreno that'll be on April 4th.
Yes.
Then he's got his ESPN baseball hat with Mickey Mouse ears on it.
Yes.
And a Simply Reliable Studios t-shirt.
That's right. You guys may cover all the wrestling, but I shill all the things. I shill everything.
Speaking about all the wrestling, let's get into the pre-show. We've only got about 20 minutes now until kickoff.
Jesus.
And at least 3 of you weren't on predictions this week. So
yes, with
we'll
you
use
guys.
this opportunity to talk to you guys about the matches. First match we'll discuss, the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
AJ Lee versus the man Becky Lynch. Jeff, we'll start with you. What are you thinking about this?
Well, we were talking about this on Wednesday in the actual one day off this week I actually had. So thank you to the House of Mouse for allowing me to have lunch with my friends in LA and then actually do the Greg Cherry show on Wednesday. I think based on the card we know and based on where we are and what I think is going to happen the rest of the night and then going into Vegas, I think I see AJ Lee getting that hometown pop with a victory, becoming the new Intercontinental Champion.
Okay.
And again, they're showing this as her hometown. It's her current residence town, much like Sevierville is Mikey's hometown. No, it's where he live, not where he born.
Yeah,
Like,
Mikey's not
WWE.
known as the Sevierville kid. He's the LB kid.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the LB kid. Damn it. That's
Because she's
But
originally from what,
AJ's
Jersey?
from Jersey.
yeah,
Mhm.
AJ a Jersey girl, but we ain't got. She ain't gonna make that public on purpose a whole lot because it's fucking New Jersey.
No, Jersey girls, there's something proud about. They will let you know they are from Jersey.
Oh no,
man.
they
It's something-
will. They will, but outside of that and their own core fandom, Jersey's like, yeah, no. So anyway,
Jersey is about as beloved as Vandal 48 are when they come to the ring because the entire crowd chants "fuck Ohio."
oh god, oh man, yeah, so bad. Yeah, there are very few states disliked that more than New Jersey around the at least the lower 48. I can't speak for Alaska, Hawaii because I ain't been in either, but Anyway,
Mikey, what are your thoughts here?
If AJ does get the women's IC title, I'm okay with it. My bigger question is two bigger questions. One, what if AJ does win the WWE women's title, the women's IC title, does Punk lose his? Do we get a swap? Question two, would this also possibly bring the power couple back into play? We've had many power couples in WWE, would it be time to start the ball rolling with a AJ Lee CM Punk power couple thing? We did get the tease with the mixed tag match. Why not keep that going a little bit? Other than that, I'm okay with it, but I did pick Becky to retain.
Okay, Walter.
I'm thinking Becky's gonna retain too. I know she's in her hometown, but WWE has a thing about people winning in their hometowns for some reason. I don't know what the hell that is, but I just feel like yes, it's for Chicago, but in terms of the world, it's bigger. I just feel like it's gonna drag on to WrestleMania, and then that's where AJ wins it in front of everybody at Mania, and that might possibly be a night one main event. You might get the females the first main event. A night one main event like that, so AJ can win it at WrestleMania, and it'll mean more personally since her husband only had one main event in his whole career. Now the wife comes back, gets a main event, and wins a title in the main event. So I just feel like that's one thing that might be like a little bit of a side quest on here.
Fair enough. All pretty good points. To Mikey's point about the power couple, I don't know if they would do that as baby faces. Most power couples have always been heels. And both are baby faces right now. Granted, they're almost in a forced baby face role. We all know that both of them work better as heels. I said on Simply Predicting, I think AJ's going to get this. And this is going to lead to something bigger at Mania. I see a fatal four-way in the future. We all know WWE loves their multi-person matches, especially on grand stages like Mania. I think it'll be Becky, AJ, Maxine, and Natty.
Oh,
good one.
I'm here for that. I'm here for Natty winning.
Because if you think about all the pieces of the puzzle, they're all there. Becky is the current champion. Becky and AJ have been feuding since AJ came back because Becky and Seth were feuding with Punk. Becky was egging Punk on. So you've got the connection there with Becky and AJ. AJ takes the title here. Becky already lost the title to Maxine. Yeah. AJ's been accompanying Maxine here recently as her friend.
Right.
Natty was Maxine's friend until she turned on her. Natty was training Maxine in the dungeon. Natty and AJ go back to the Total Divas days. There's pieces of storytelling and layers here for all four of these individuals. AJ has been a part-timer at this point. You don't really want a part-timer to be champion, but if there's ever an opportunity, it's this in-between to Mania build.
Yep.
Because part-timers are going to be there religiously for this build to Mania.
Yes.
What's going to sell more tickets? Because tickets are down. Becky Lynch defending the title or AJ Lee defending the title? I think AJ Lee defending the title will see an uptick in ticket sales.
Especially with the other three challengers you mentioned in the match with her. I mean, people are really, I think, because of the semi-unsteady booking, they're still sleeping on Natty. You turn her loose at Mania and have her become the Intercontinental Champion, watch out.
Yep. And what happened the last time that a Hart was in WrestleMania at Vegas?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
WWF owes that family something.
Yeah, right. No kidding.
Oh my God, the worst Mania. Ugh.
Hey, the WWE owns the fans in that stadium. Looking at you, buddy, Staggerly. A do-over. And, hell, last time they were in Vegas, period, they owe them another PLE ending because, God, that, as much as I was happy for our buddy, man, that whole ending was a big fart in church. So they need a big something. And right now, thank you. Appreciate that. And right now, ticket sales and creative combining are looking shaky.
Mm-hmm.
So, but again,
we talked about that on Shenanigans here recently as well. Also, yeah. I think part of the reason it's been so shaky is because we've been screwed the last 2 years at Mania.
That
40, we thought we were going to get Rock Roman. We didn't.
Yes.
Last year with the Cena heel turn, we thought Rock was going to play into Mania because of how he was integral in the heel turn. He wasn't there.
Nope.
So I think people are waiting to see what the card is before they really buy tickets because we've been burnt on where we thought the story was going.
Which is scary.
As of right now, only 2 matches are announced for Mania. And up until this past week of Raw, we only knew 1.
Yeah. It's one of those. I've been a fan long enough where I remember the days where you needed a full card before people started buying tickets. Then, on the flip side, WrestleMania would go on sale. JG, you were there in 2005. 90 seconds out? Yeah. 90 seconds out for that show? Or something like that?
I think it took a little bit longer than that because we were able to get 3 tickets, but none of them were sitting together.
Yeah.
They were all scattered throughout the arena, and we only had 1 computer. So you figure we had to have time to do that over 3, searches.
Yeah.
Maybe 90 minutes instead of 90 seconds.
Maybe that's what it was, 90 minutes. I'm trying to remember the call from JR.
But it was still pretty rapid, you know.
And at the point they went on sale, it was still just, it's WrestleMania in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So the fact that we're back at the point where we're waiting to see what the WWE gives us on the card, I think that is more indicative of the problem. And again, I'm trying very hard to ride that line when I appear on, shows and streams and whatnot, because it is still very subjective opinions are subjective. That's what Dads on Wrestling was all centered about on those top 10 lists, man. Everything's subjective. Subjective. And long-term storytelling. The difference between long-term storytelling and dragging stories out. And unfortunately, the Vision storyline is becoming dragged out because everybody's hurt.
Yeah.
There's things like that just make you go, oh no. So and again, with Jey Uso being plugged into an injury spot and then taken right back out of it within 4 days, the fans are, justifiably trepidate. I'm rambling. I'm sorry. We need to do 3 more matches. I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's okay.
I get back on the air. I get going.
You're making a point. You're making a good point.
Yeah. So it's this show being 4 matches. These 4 matches have a tremendous opportunity to completely reshape the road to WrestleMania. So,
speaking of a tremendous opportunity to reshape the road to WrestleMania, we just talked about the misses. Let's talk about the Mister.
Yes.
Punk and Finn.
Yeah.
Now, on the surface, this is very cut and dry. Nobody thinks that Punk is losing this.
Yeah.
Nobody thought Rhea Ripley was losing the title going into Mania last year.
Uh-huh.
And that's exactly what I keep coming back to with this match.
Yeah.
Finn Balor gets a dub here. Now, for the record, I picked Punk, but just walk with me for a second like we walk with Elijah. Finn Balor takes the belt here. Roman's already got his ticket punched to Mania.
Yeah.
He's the Rumble winner. He's challenging whoever anyways. He picked Punk. So essentially he'd get Finn via default.
Mm-hmm.
Punk, having just lost the title, would deserve a rematch.
Sure.
So you throw him back in there. Now you've got a triple threat at Mania.
Okay.
And Finn has not been really taken seriously since he got injured after becoming the inaugural Universal Champion.
True.
A title he had to vacate the next night.
Yes.
It's taken him this long to really get back to the picture. It's pretty much do or die as far as the Judgment Day goes.
Oh, 100%.
If he could get the belt here going into Mania, he's belted. Dom is belted. Liv is challenging Stephanie at Mania. That makes the Judgment Day look strong as hell.
Raquel could win the chamber. We'll talk about that later. She could challenge Jade. So
She's actually my pick, getting ahead to that. But go ahead, Mikey. We'll let you talk on this one first. Oh, Mikey. You're muted.
Oh, Mikey boy, it's time to make your prediction.
I know. I really don't remember who I picked. I think I went with Alexa and Mommy on this one, just because of. I think I went with I think I might have gone with the stats on this one as well. Everything you said, bro, I can agree with. I mean, so why am I talking about the women? See, I'm not even paying attention. Boy, there we go. In this matchup, I picked Punk to retain because, as much as I don't want to see this, I want to see Chicago at some point. I don't want to see it turn into a war zone. It's if you want nuclear heat, have CM Punk lose in Chicago. Chicago will not survive. If you think Chernobyl was bad, Chicago nuclear heat is worse. So, but you can't deny what Renegade just said. I give my brother his flowers. Book this man. He's got points galore. The safe bet, it's in Chicago. Keep the belt on Punk and go towards Roman at Mania. And I need to do a better job of paying attention.
Yes, you do.
I apologize.
Walter?
Honestly, last year was the WrestleMania of triple threats. I don't want to keep seeing this over and over again.
Me neither.
But it would make sense if Balor wins, and damn it, he deserves it. He's your first Universal Champ, then he gets a shoulder injury, and it's like he never reached that pinnacle again. So it's like, can we get the boy a break or something? But I don't know. I feel like the WrestleMania is going to be Balor versus Dominic for the Intercontinental title. Like, I feel like they're going to get there. So he's not beating Punk for this title. So I think he's going to have his Mania moment where he actually beats Dom and separates himself from the Judgment Day as the Intercontinental Champion and actually defends it. So I'm going to go with Punk.
Yeah, don't get it twisted. I think that's the more realistic story also, especially considering Dom pinned Finn to win the title at Mania last year. I could definitely see that running back in the callback there, but I just wanted to throw it out there make a case for why Finn should win this, because everyone's counting him out, just like everyone counted Io out last year. Jeff?
Yeah, you wouldn't be the Renegade without introducing a little chaos and anarchy into the discussion. So that's how we do around here. I think Punk walks out as champion. Whether he beats Finn is the question. I said on Wednesday that I think there will be a whole lot of, no pun intended since we're on Saturday now, but shenanigans involved in this match that leads to a Balor win via DQ or a Punk win via something where there's not a definitive Punk beat Balor, because we already did that in Ireland and there was respect. So I'd rather it just be some sort of shenanigans finish where so for me it's Punk retains, but I'm glad y'all went before me because I had it in my head that, Balor and Dom would be the Intercontinental Championship match, and I think it should be. I firmly think that should be the case. So You guys said everything I wanted to say without having to have me say it, which is almost preferred sometimes. So I thank you.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and we'll get into the men's chamber, as I feel it's the women that are going to open the show, so we'll talk about them last. And granted, this isn't a current image, as Jey Uso was taken out, Logan Paul was put in the spot, but Randy Orton, LA Knight, Cody Rhodes, Javon Evans, Trick Willie, and Logan Paul are your field. You get 2 picks for this. Walter, we're going to start with you on this one.
I knew it.
Well, you're the only one that hasn't started yet, so.
This is actually, aside from Cody, this is one of the most unpredictable chambers. Like, I can realistically see them going with any of them. Like, imagine the shock of Javon wins and at that young age gets a WrestleMania event because the Rocket is strapped to him. Trick Williams legit is like one of the most over. I tweeted the other day and they got a bunch of there's no way you can keep Trick Williams heel for much longer. This dude is getting reactions that are like ridiculously organically over. Trick can do that. Like he's the only dude I can see that got the words lemon stepper over talking about his shoes and the shit is over. You can see signs in the crowd talking about his shoes. Like legit when he stopped himself Monday from saying it, the crowd said it for him before the music like interrupted him. I mean on SmackDown. With the exception of Logan, because I think the real Masked Man's gonna pop up again here. So Logan has the least chance of winning because I feel like there's gonna be a spot. I don't know if you do it again because you did what Shawn Michaels did, but the Masked Man could pop up from underneath the chamber and cost Logan Paul it. But I mean the obvious golden boy, which I actually don't want him to win, but for the safe pick of the league and everything, I went with Cody. But I went with Trick as a sleeper too. Because like I could realistically actually see him do that. So I went with Trick as a second pick and Cody as my first. But what I really want in my heart, I kind of want LA Knight to have his moment and finally pull something. It's like you kept teasing Money in the Bank, right? And everybody was expecting him to win the last like 3 Money in the Banks, and they just won't pull it. The trigger. It's like something. It's almost like the booking is anti LA Knight, and he's the strongest second to Cody. Like if you're gonna do it, here's your chance to actually pull it. But I feel like they're going to go the safe route and have Cody pull this out. Especially how Drew keeps messing with him and like hitting him with the belt and stopping everything. Like you can see who Drew is like scared of. Like I feel like eventually you were talking about triple threats. It's going to be Jacob Fatu, Drew McIntyre, and Cody as a triple threat in one of the main events of WrestleMania. I feel like they're going to pull that trigger.
Okay, Jeff?
God, I went with LA Knight on Wednesday, and I'm sticking with that as my top pick just for something different. Like people are almost expecting it to be Cody Rhodes or even Randy Orton, or and you guys are right. You can't deny Trick at this point. Javon Evans, while it'll be a great story to have him be the youngest chamber winner. And God, by the way, my spine curved exponentially hearing that he's younger than the match. Like Jesus. Anyway, just absurd. It's
21 years old.
Fucking absurd. But anyway, I digress. I'm sticking with LA Knight as my priority pick. My second pick is going to be Cody, just because I feel it's the easy money. I don't like it, and I'm not saying I don't like Cody. It's just I don't like I said it when he won the Rumble 2 years ago. It felt like the last that season in Dallas where Patrick Duffy's wife woke up and he was in the shower after being dead the entire season. Like, oh God, we're hitting the reset button again. What are we doing? Like, just give me something different. And I know first world problems, IWC complaint issues. Triple H is not going to give a shit. But for me, it's like I want variety. We're going to be in Vegas. I want a buffet. Damn it, for WrestleMania.
Same.
Jesus, give me a buffet this time. Let me choose.
Boy.
I went with my QB1 and I went with Orton on this one. I love this. I'm starting to worry about LA Knight. I really am. I'm starting to think that he's on the same course as Drew McIntyre, where we hear him constantly complain about the title. Now Drew has the title. Now do something with the title. I think LA Knight's in the same boat on that one. with Trick and Javon and Logan, usually I only pick one that's going to do something insane in the chamber. This time I'm going all three. All three of them combined. And I can't believe I'm saying this about Logan Paul. He is impressive. Okay? You're going to hate him as a character, but you're going to love the way he works. It's like Taker said, that springboard moonsault off the ropes, it may be video game shit, but it's the coolest looking video game shit indeed. One, if not all three of those guys are going to do something. You're going to talk about it. It's going to go viral. You're going to respect them. And if Logan wins, you're going to hate him even more. But he's still going to do something insane. So I got Cody and Randy on this one.
JJ, real quick, my hands up. I know we're going to the last match. How far are you from Clarksville, Tennessee, Mikey?
If that's Middle Tennessee, that's 3 hours.
I don't know. Because the lady that just sang the anthem, Hannah Heaven, is from Clarksville. That's why I was asking. Anyway.
I'll get that stat to you soon, I promise.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, all that leaves is the match that's probably jerking the curtain. Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley, who is now titleless after last night on SmackDown. Alexa Bliss, Auska, Kiana James, and Raquel Rodriguez. We won't go to Noah to make his Kiana James jokes because I'll just say tune into Simply Predicted and watch him go off about Kiana James being in this match.
Just finish your countdown and bring me back on air. We're actually got to call this nonsense.
Damn.
Damn.
Well, I don't have the screen on because I don't have ESPN, so I don't know where we are.
But you had Disney Plus.
Yeah,
they don't have ESPN.
Cold opener.
I think Disney Plus is doing the first hour or something. I don't know. I heard some.
That's
weird shit that
WrestleMania.
they're doing now.
Yeah, I know that's for Mania, not for this. But in
Okay.
any event, for this match, I've got Raquel winning this.
Same.
You know, I'm curious to know from Noah how many people changed their picks now that Mommy is titleless.
Yeah.
But he keeps pulling himself out of here. So, you know, clearly he doesn't want to participate in the conversations. But I've got Raquel taking this, you know. Unfortunately for Auska, I feel like she's going to be the reverse Undertaker at WrestleMania, and she's never going to win a match.
Goddamn, right?
The fact that Michael Cole has won more WrestleMania matches than Auska is a fucking travesty.
That's deplorable.
Don't set me off. Don't set me off.
Please don't get Walter going. Please don't piss off our lead commentator before we actually get going.
Well, the lead commentator keeps pulling himself out of here.
I mean, piss him off.
Go ahead, Jeff. Give us your thoughts on this one.
Yeah, I'm going with Raquel. I've been going with Raquel from the beginning. I am of the belief that she's going to win and she's going to find some sort of loophole where she puts herself in the match with Liv and Stephanie. That's what I would do if I was her. Just to further the speculation. Oh shit, man, we're Judgment Day is done. So I'm going with Raquel to win, and for my backup, Rhea, just because of what happened last night on SmackDown, and now she's got more motivation than ever. But yeah, Raquel's my primary pick.
Okay, Mikey.
Like I said earlier, I think I went with Mommy and Alexa on this one. I love Mommy. Mommy doesn't need a title. Okay, Mommy is Mommy no matter what. She could come out in a potato sack and make the potato sack look good. Okay, she doesn't need the belt, so it's not the end of the world, Mommy fans. Mommy will always be on top no matter what. She'll rebound and she'll come back. I don't know if Tiffany can one-up herself. She's definitely on that impressive ladder with me. Raquel, I think, is the dark horse in this one. I mean, if Raquel wins this one, I think the IWC will implode on this one. The ladies are going to do a good job, but and if they're going first, good luck, ladies, because you got to set the bar high. I'm going to take myself out, guys. You guys enjoy the call, and I'll pop back in later.
Sounds good. Go ahead, Walter. You're muted, Walter.
Walter Cruz. Walter Cruz. You're
Maybe
on.
he's on the phone. He may be working.
Oh, he's on the phone. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, okay. Well, I won't be. Oh,
No,
the chamber's
my,
coming down.
My mouse wouldn't cooperate to fucking move towards the mute button.
Technology failed either way.
I was like banging the mouse. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh,
But
banging
anyway,
the mouse. Oh, yeah. Whoa, hang on a minute. I work for the mouse. I'll be banging nobody's mouse. Wait a minute.
Anyway,
whole the stipulation going now.
I
here. Anyway,
I went the opposite of Jeff. I went with Rhea as the main and Raquel as the secondary. I really, really want Auska to win, but unfortunately, I think they're gonna go with the opener of WrestleMania night one. I'm saying it now. It's gonna be freaking Auska and why can't I think of her name right now? Kyrie. Yeah, Kyrie's gonna finally stand up for herself, and they're gonna do that. And it's gonna be like the opener. Hopefully, it's as good as Eddie and Ray. Like, can we get a opener as good as that WrestleMania?
I mean, since
It's
then,
been a minute.
Yeah. Although you know what though, Balor and Rollins and is it Miz for the IC? That was a banger. That was a good one.
And they started the chamber, by the way. Alexa Bliss is walking out.
All right.
Fair enough. So, as we thought the women are going to start, I am going to take my leave, gentlemen, as I do not have the ability to watch this. Coming in is the simple man with the spectacular voice, Noah Foster. And I will see everybody later this evening for our interview.
Beautiful.
Oh,
You guys can meet me here if you want, or you can pull me out. I'm not going to be appearing on camera except for the static image. So if you guys want to pull me out and bring me back in after matches, you can.
All right, sounds good, Jeff. We'll do that because I guess now officially the show is on. Now that we got Peter Rosenberg, Joe Tester, and Big E out of the audience here. Hello, everybody, and welcome back here once again to Simple Album Studios. We are officially here now, the final stop on the road to WrestleMania. This is the WWE Lynch Chamber from Chicago. Good to see you all once again. Noah Foster, Walter Cruz. We are Simple Reliable on the call for you tonight. Hope you all enjoy the conversation, reaction, and coverage. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend. You want to dictate the conversation. Super chat, pay that page. The simple as that, of course, all 6 of these women qualified for triple threat qualifying matches as Little Miss Bliss made her return, of course, at the Royal Rumble 1 year ago to WWE. No stranger, of course. Most participants you see in the night Elimination Chamber, both men and women, are no strangers. Only Kiana James goes in here with 0 Elimination Chamber experience. Alexa Bliss previously won an Elimination Chamber match, going in as the Raw Women's Champion and still leaving as Raw Women's Champion. So that could come into her favor tonight. And again, thank you all so much. I continue to follow along with us here at Simbo Studios for all the shows we cover across all the biggest brands, pay-per-views, PLEs, for all WWE, NXT, AEW, TNA, ROH, and Independent. Shout out to DCW Collective that's covering GCW as we speak. Walter, good to see you tonight. Of course, this is it, brother. This is our final stop on the road to WrestleMania. It is make or break for everyone here tonight to put their name on the marquee and have a chance to point to that sign. You ready to go tonight?
Yeah, as ready as I can be. Jade is in the balcony watching. Do I need to pause? Like, do you see Jade right now?
Yeah, I literally see Jade right now, but no one cares that she's there, all right? But the bottom line, she's there. Spotlight's not on her tonight. Not that she's been posing enough for that title, making it irrelevant. But anyway, but the point of the matter is she is the point of conversation, I guess, at least for tonight, because the winner of this Women's Chamber match will go on to face her, carry her, and be on the marquee at WrestleMania for the WWE Women's Championship. What I wouldn't give to see that storm cleared.
I would wish, as we see Auska, I really wish that they would have Auska win, but again, I think her and Kyrie are going to clash. And I'm telling you, I called it now. Just remember the day I said it. Auska and Kyrie are going to be the opener of night 1 in WrestleMania. Watch.
Well, Jade versus Blank is curtain jerker, but I do see your point. Eventually, Kyrie's got to grow a spine. But that being said, the Empress of Tomorrow looking to become the note of name today tonight, Elimination Chamber. Last time I remember seeing her in the Chamber, she just remained in her pod playing mind games until she was choked out by Shayna Baszler. Of course, Auska, though, won the very first ever Women's Royal Rumble. Tried to play a little bit of mind games last night. One of the participants and Tiffany Stratton having, of course, Kyrie Sane faced her last night on SmackDown. Tiffany Stratton, of course, was victorious. This will be Auska's third chamber match, by the way. And shout out to everybody in the chat. Christopher Rods, Canadian Connection, Nick, my brother Case from HEW. You stop that. Safet, Wheels. Hope everyone's enjoying the conversation. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, follow SR Studios 2024 to give up all the watch line coverages that we do across the year and every day of the week, it seems. We'll be back here tomorrow coming NJPW as well. Stay tuned for more deals on that. And as you heard from JJ, there will be another interview with Pulldown Mania talent Heather Lim, the ring announcer, following this PLE at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, folks, you heard the rules, but if you haven't, allow me to educate you. There are 6 participants, Elimination Chamber. 2 will start. 4 will be locked in pods, let out at intermittent moments. Elimination occurs via pinfall or submission inside the ring. The last one remaining will go on to WrestleMania to face Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Championship. To think, this is the first time we're seeing a WWE PLE event in the United Center since 1995, when it was a WWF house show headlined by Bret the Hitman Hart and The Undertaker.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, you consider how much Chicago has been a beacon, a mecca, a melting pot of professional wrestling history and coverage, and this building somehow has been off WWE's radar. Or just unable to be booked. Speaking of being booked, Big Mommy Cool, Raquel Rodriguez looks to take on the Storm. Of course, we recently saw her in a feud against the Raw Women's Champion, of course, the Women's World Heavyweight Champion, Stephanie Valkyria La Primera, in a Philadelphia street fight. Lost a chance on the title. Of course, her Judgment Day running mate Liv Morgan will now challenge Stephanie for that title at WrestleMania. Imagine if both Raquel and Liv, who went to WrestleMania last year as women's tag team champions, both get to WrestleMania this year challenging for the women's world championships on each night.
Right. Or like Jeff said, add herself to the Alexa. I mean, to the Stephanie and Liv match and make it a triple threat to end Judgment Day.
And this will be the 9th WWE Women's Elimination Chamber match, going all the way back to 2018, where Alexa Bliss won the inaugural one. I believe this will be Raquel's 2nd Elimination Chamber match. Previously saw, of course, down under in Perth, Australia. Things are live and loud in the United Center tonight via that meter.
Wow, for Mommy's entrance, she's going to be locked in the chamber. Mommy might be more dangerous having to be locked in a cage like a hungry animal waiting to get out.
Well, you know that this animal is ready to scratch the face off anybody, considering the bougie bitches somehow won the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships last night. Rhea Ripley goes in here without the gold. And Mommy might be looking to get back on top.
The Irresistible Forces, as they're known now.
Yeah, that's a name that's going to be hard for me to keep up with. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Rhea Ripley is the female superstar in WWE. And she's been that way since being the queen, Charlotte Flair, at WrestleMania 39. Has literally done everything there is to lead this company with her brutality. Headlined WrestleMania walking in with the gold. Of course, last year, part of that triple threat where she lost the chance to earn her championship back against Io Sky, as Rico were the previous women's tag team champions.
Yeah. And remember, she's walking in with a compromised back, though, from last night. I know you don't watch SmackDown, but if you see highlights, she really hurt her back. She was selling for her back, and that's how she got pinned to lose the tag title. So it'll be interesting to keep an eye out on her back.
I'm not showing no signs of wear and tear, but you know the other competitors got to be aware of that fact. And courtesy of W Matches on YouTube, I did see that match, and it made me barf at the end. But nonetheless, I'm very well aware that Mommy Rhea Ripley is not coming in here at 100%.
But then again, what do I say? Well, you're never 100% after your first match. It's a brutal industry. The only time you're 100% is your first match, and not even because of all the training you go through.
Of course, Wade Barrett can definitely attest to that fact, being in 3 previous Elimination Chamber matches, including one where he nearly took the World Heavyweight Championship from Daniel Bryan.
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing in there but steel and LED and brutality, even with Mommy Rhea Ripley currently locked inside one of those cages. And now we know the 4 that will remain inside the pods, which means we know who our 2 starters are now going to be. Talk about a new business plan for this young lady who really has surprised everyone this year, including myself, who had a hell of a run in the Royal Rumble, entering her first ever Women's Elimination Chamber match. The correspondent, speaker, manager, representative of the WWE Women's United States Champion, Kiana James. And of all people to beat, she pinned Charlotte Flair out of a figure 8 hold on Nia Jax to earn her chance here tonight.
Sleeper pick for sure. I think even that's an understatement.
Of course, she lasted for over 30 minutes, to your point, in that Royal Rumble match. And of course, we know that this match, anyone could be eliminated at any time. So there are no safe grounds here for Kiana James. But again, inexperience could be the wild card here. She doesn't know necessarily the fear, the threat that the Elimination Chamber holds, because she's never had to deal with it. That might play in her favor. But there's no doubt, Walter, right now that Kiana James has been a breakout so far, it seems.
Yeah,
she wants to shut the world up that doubted her, including me for that matter.
She's almost getting treated better than Julia, which is crazy.
And of course, Kiana James, original rise in NXT, alongside Tessa Price, Fallon Henry, former NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. And right now, just assessing the environment of pain that awaits her, as of course we now know who she will kick things off with, as it'll be Tiffy time here momentarily.
And then with it, you can see she ain't 100% with that knee brace on either.
Well, every businesswoman believes they know the secret to success, how you garner stocks, how you make a strong investment. And Kiana James clearly feels that way tonight. All smiles for right now, thinking that she has this blueprint for success already planned and ready to carry out. What time is it?
Tiffy time.
And of course, Tiffany Stratton, the previous WWE Women's Undisputed Champion, lost that title due to injury against Jade Cargill, but went into WrestleMania last year and successfully defended it against the Queen, Charlotte Flair. Tiffany Stratton looking to make Tiffy time worldwide once again on the grandest stage of them all. And of course, we saw her come in as number 30 in the Royal Rumble as a surprise entrant. It came down to her, Saruka, and Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan, of course, became the eventual winner. Honestly, 2025 was the year of Tiffy time. Ever since she cast in Money in the Bank on Nia Jax, 2025 was the Tiffany Stratton era.
Mm-hmm. Caught a little break. Was she? Did she just take time off, or she was hurt? I forgot if she was actually hurt. I think she was hurt.
And she was a little bit hurt, but again, you're always hurt in this business, mentally or physically. And of course, thanks to Denise Salcedo, who had a quick little one-on-one with her during the W2K26 Launch Fest WWE headquarters. She bought a house, she took care of some personal matters, and she feels much more better than ever, mentally and physically, to get back to the top and get her championship back. And again, this is her last chance. This is the last chance for all 6 of these women to go to WrestleMania in a marquee World Championship match.
Mm-hmm. Bell rings.
And again, when you're eliminated, you head back to the locker room, you leave the chamber, you leave your WrestleMania hopes behind you. And we're on the way officially as the 5-minute clock begins.
I'm at 4:45 and then it disappeared.
I'm at 4:50, so you're at 5-second marginal. Of course, you're not
they
going to look at the clock. You're going to focus on the participants. Just a bit. You're going to look at the participants here. So again, the strategy here either got to be eliminate someone quickly or avoid as much punishment as possible very early. As I see both of them right now just staying inside the ring.
I did a quick pause, unpause, so we should be caught up.
All right. Alexa Bliss, of course, comes in here with the most Elimination Chamber experience. This will be her 8th Women's Elimination Chamber. And Tiffany Stratton. I said a lot of takeover there, takedown there. And referee here, looks like that's Rudy, I believe, Rudy Charles. And of course, only one woman in WWE history has ran the entire table of the Women's Elimination Chamber, and that was back in 2020, the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler, who recorded every elimination in a single chamber match.
Ooh, the crowd. Chicago is behind Tiffany time.
Like I said, Tiffany time took the world by storm, pun intended, last year. Maybe touch a straight, kick to the midsection by Kiana James. Now, I know Kiana James hears the doubters, hears the noise. It's all about how you react to that noise and how it fuels you. A little bit of agility there shown by the former gymnast. Of course, Tiffany Stratton was formerly an All-American gymnast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Kick to the side of the head, taking Tiffany down. Here's the first cover. Gets a 1 count. Definitely put away one of the favorites. Of course, the favorites here have been Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley, and Alexa Bliss, according to most polls and most betting odds. And
I bet you Rhea probably went way up after she lost the title.
Cover now, look at the far leg. It's 2 count. You almost wonder who's going to be best prepared to come out of that pot and take advantage here. What's the most dangerous situation for these two? Nice moonsault. Gets a 2 count for Kiana. And I imagine Kiana and Tiffany do not want necessarily Raquel or Rhea to come into this chamber match next. Even with Rhea's compromised back.
No, and the strategy might be you want to do your best to reserve yourself when you're the first, but you might want to try to get these quick surprise pinfalls so that you get a momentary rest because you know there's 5 minutes between each chamber opening.
And let's not forget, you can also use Elimination Chamber itself as a weapon, from the Lexington glass on the pods to the steel chains that bear these walls.
Oh, we've seen that before.
Sometimes imagination is your greatest strength inside this structure. This lethal structure, of course, first brought to the WWE in Madison Square Garden, of course, in 2002.
Shawn Michaels' shitty pants.
Yeah, dude, you have to bring that up. Seriously. The one thing we talk about Shawn Michaels, he had crappy pants. Maybe you have a wardrobe malfunction analysis. Of all the people here.
Oh, this is the worst color pants ever.
I'm not going to argue, though. You're kind of right. And, oh, man, Tiffany again, the better, driving Kiana James down, spine first on the pads on the outside. Even with those pads, there is nothing but chain steel mesh plates underneath.
Mm-hmm.
And Tiffany Stratton right now, the handspring. Oh, man! And Kiana rolls out of the way, and Tiffany crashes back first into Raquel's pod. Take a look at the replay here, Walter.
Bow! Oof!
Backfire, quite literally.
That'll hurt the hell out of your elbow.
Over 75% of people in my poll actually picked Mommy Rhea Ripley as the primaries. We are now down to 11 seconds to see who will be the third entrant in this chamber. No eliminations yet. Who will enter the chamber next? Will it be Rhea? Will it be a Bliss? Will it be Auska? Will it be Raquel? The Empress of Tomorrow has been unleashed today. Auska free. Oh, man! Kiana is immediately on the attack, just throwing herself into Auska inside the pot, not even letting her get out. Smart strategy by Kiana, though, considering, again, Auska is going to be one of the biggest threats inside this match. Now just drowning Kiana face first inside Raquel's pot. Relentless assault by the unhinged member of the Kabuki Warriors. And, of course, no Kairi Sane is here to add assurance for her. And now Tiffany sent into Alexa Bliss's pod, and Auska is having no problem using this to her own fun of violence. The former Kiana, of course, former Raw Women's Champion, again, inaugural winner of the Women's Royal Rumble back in 2018. Nice 2-for-1 special there by Auska. One of the most lethal strikers in the entire women's division, now driving Kiana and Tiffany's heads and faces into the steel chain meshes of the walls of the chamber. This is enough of a demented look from Auska ever since she's come back here, honestly. And had that fall of the sky. And right now, Auska looking to fly off the pods.
Oop.
Double drop kick, the cover on Kiana James. Kick out by James. Now cover on Tiffany Stratton. Kick out on Tiffany. Great start here by Auska in the Elimination Chamber match, Walter.
Yeah, she came out strong.
And she didn't waste no time at all, just immediately going on the attack against both of them. And of course, that does play in your favor the longer you're in that pod. You are fresher. You can pick your spots. Ooh. That elbow strike there. Tiffany Stratton right now driving Kiana James in the match. Still, of course, waiting for Rhea, Raquel, and Alexa Bliss. Nice handspring back elbow strike into one corner. Handspring back elbow strike in the opposite corner. Tiffany Stratton taking control. Caught with a knee. And now it's going to get in the cover. Lateral press. Gets a 2 count. The level of experience that Auska has outweighs Tiffany Stratton's career. As we await our next participant in 10 seconds.
Hey,
Chamber's going to unleash brutality, Little Miss Bliss, or Big Mommy Cool. Let's find out who's next.
I'm going to guess Bliss.
And you have been correct. Little Miss Bliss, ready to play.
Oh, she's scaring me a little bit. She's like
You
in a
do
trance.
remember this was the Fiend's best friend, right?
She has this weird look on her face. Oh, because she can get a hold of Auska.
Well, there's a reason also that Tatum Paxley, for example, has been heavily inspired by Alexa Bliss. Take over to Harris by the former Miss Money in the
Paxley's
Bank.
turned a whole new leaf, man, lately. She's even scarier than before. She don't care about friends.
Well, according to her and Charlotte Flair, they're friends, but Charlotte Flair's not even involved in this match.
No, I'm talking about Paxley. You remember how she was gullible and cared about friends? No more.
Look, there's no friends in this business. You want to have nothing but checks and championships, according to many people. Tiffany Stratton catching Little Miss Bliss, one of the shortest competitors might add in the entire WWE roster. Look at the pretty smooth thought. Yeah.
She's so small compared to everybody else. It's so hilarious.
Hey, that's what I play to your advantage. You'd be surprised how much a firecracker can still pack a wallop.
Hey, lower center of gravity for certain moves.
Drop kick to the gut didn't help Tiffany Stratton out of the trio well. German suplex, attempt paired by Auska. Alexa Bliss able to escape. Of course, we saw how much Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair were feuding with the likes of the Kabuki Warriors last year, along with Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Woo! And a big knee by Jane caught Auska. Now Alexa trying to take advantage, gets a 2 count. Tiffany Stratton running in with the drop kick. The cover by Tiffany and Kiana for Tiffany off Alexa Bliss. Not sure how smart that was. Maybe that inexperience there for Kiana James to break up that cover. Bit overzealous here. Again, Kiana James, though, looking to leave a lasting impression against the entire WWE Universe in her first Elimination Chamber match. And the biggest players are yet to enter the match, by the way, folks. Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez are the only 2 left inside their pods.
I almost feel like you saved Mommy for last for the pop of it.
And now Kiana James, what you looking at here?
Oh, she's going to swing her into that the slingshot. Yeah.
Catapult face first goes Tiffany Stratton. Take another look at the replay here, Walter. To your point, right up against that sliding door.
That I know that hurt. Oof.
Yeah, but you see Kiana James, how much it took out of her. 10 seconds until we get our next participant. Kiana James, gotta be aware of whoever comes out next, there's gonna be hell to pay. Mommy's home!
Oh, shit.
Rhea Ripley!
Guess not. I guess you don't save her.
That big head, but again, though, to your point, Rhea Ripley's sense of urgency, considering that you talked about not going in here at 100% and knowing that this is her last chance to get to WrestleMania.
Wait till she gets a hold of Auska.
And to your point, face first goes Auska in the middle of the ring. Of course, Rio better feud it. Oh, a headbutt to the heart against the Kabuki Warriors with a better half of 2025. Razor's Edge, Tiffany Stratton and Auska.
The mommy's edge.
And of course, qualified beating Lyra Valkyria and Ivy Nile. Alexa Bliss now feuding with Rhea Ripley, looking for the takedown to nail DDT. Just too much strength on Mommy's back still, it seems.
Holy hell, the strength.
Now, wait a minute. Alexa Bliss trying to hook Rhea, possibly for Sister Abigail. And Rhea able to counter. And the pump handle got her hook, possibly for a ring. Alexa Bliss lower center gravity saves her from the riptide for the time being. You saw the panic there by Alexa Bliss, just literally trying to squirm her way out of Mommy's grip. Uh-oh. Oh, no, not out there. Not out there. Not out there.
Riptide?
Yeah, looking for a riptide on the outside. Alexa Bliss hanging on to the chamber, preventing certain destruction.
Spider-Woman.
Sometimes the top of the chamber can literally be your saving grace as Rhea driven back first into the chain mesh by Kiana James. Auska missed
Say
a
it again.
back
First.
by Tiffany Stratton. And now all hell's breaking loose here. We got everybody on the outside here on one side of the chamber. And Little Miss Bliss the only one right now above the entire audience. On the steel outside with those pads covering the steel. Rhea Ripley feuding with Auska. Tiffany Stratton feuding with Kiana James. And where is Alexa Bliss? Put herself on top of a pile! Instant Bliss on everyone!
Alexa Van Dam.
Good grief! Let the bodies hit the floor and not that crappy rap remix that's the official Female Energy Chamber. Take a look. She got 3 of the 4, while 1 got mostly out of the way, but still everyone's down. Raquel Rodriguez, again, the only one left to enter this match. There have still been no eliminations. Alexa Bliss sent back inside by Kiana James.
She's going to be fresh as a daisy. Meanwhile, everybody else has been taken out.
And again, though, Kiana James, you can tell how fired up she is, though. She's been the most aggressive. Alexa Bliss, though, got Kiana James hooked, looking at the WrestleMania sign.
She's the most inexperienced out of everyone.
Oh, and the miss, the poison blue miss, and the roll-up by Kiana. Alexa Bliss eliminated.
Yeah, look at Auska, the only intelligent one that never breaks up a pin in a multi-person match.
And again, there's no provocation inside chamber, so that was perfectly legal. Alexa Bliss is gone.
And we got 11 seconds.
And Raquel Rodriguez about to enter. I feel bad for Alexa there, but you did talk about, again, how her and Auska were waiting to get at each other.
Look at Big Mama Cool. She really is cool in it. She don't care. Look at that.
Cool, collective, and focused. That is Raquel. Oh, and Tiffany Stratton being used as a pendulum against the chamber, just thrown head first. The strongest competitor, arguably, right now in this match has been unleashed.
Dude, she took Kevin Nash's advice to heart.
No kidding. A kick to the midsection here, and she might be looking for that jackknife power bomb. Got Raquel. Oh, man, alley-oop, throat first at the top rope.
Well, yo, dude, she's taking everybody out. Asuka's next. I think they're going to work together to take out Raquel.
That's probably the smarter strategy here, considering she's the freshest of the entire field. Just throws everybody off. Rhea Ripley might be the best chance to get Raquel out of this match. Raquel and Rhea have, of course, been at each other's throats since NXT when Rhea Ripley was sent out of NXT in a last woman standing match by Raquel to be in Chocola bomb through the stage. And Raquel, last time she held a singles world championship, she beat Io Sky for the NXT Women's Championship. Now throwing everybody around.
Dude, Raquel's ragdolling people.
Talk about Demolition Derby here. And Rhea Ripley again squaring off against Raquel Rodriguez. Last time these two at one-on-one, of course, it was a street fight in Saudi Arabia. Look at the power of Raquel catching Rhea Ripley out of the attempted tijeras.
She's gonna use the cage as a weapon. Watch out, cameraman.
Oh, man. Powerbomb back inside the ring.
That's the only time that I don't wish to be the cameraman.
I don't think Ripley wished she was in that spot. Back first in the chamber and then thrown in the powerbomb to the inside of the ring. Long dart to Stratton right now. And this match has been all Raquel Rodriguez. Spinning back fist, spinning Sova up by the most lethal striker here in WWE. Auska to tee it off against Raquel like a kickboxing bag.
Ow.
And Raquel, though, again, catching Auska.
Oh, my God.
Slam from the outside to inside the ring. Kiana, though, dragging Raquel face first to the chamber. And now Kiana and Raquel are both inside a chamber pod. And Kiana, And what is Raquel thinking here? Oh, my gosh!
Yo!
Powerbomb through the damn pod!
Kiana is done for.
She literally drove her through the damn pod's wall without running power slam. Everyone's right for the picking at this point, but Auska went for a kick. Raquel, though, got her hook.
Oh, I thought she was.
Chocola bomb! Raquel, the double cover. Kiana on Auska. Kiana and Auska eliminated.
Yo, she just eliminated 2 people with 1 cover.
Holy hell!
I don't think I've ever seen that in the chamber.
I know I haven't, especially in the women's chamber. Look at this. Running power slam through a damn pod. Through the damn pod's wall, folks. I kid you not.
That is the first time I've seen that in the chamber. Holy shit.
And then a Chocola bomb, that one-arm choke bomb on Auska, on Kiana, double cover. And Raquel and Rhea and Tiffany are the only ones left. We are now down to 3, the 3 favorites. Mommy, Raquel, and Tiffany. Tiffany, of course, who feuded with Jade Cargill for the Bear 2025. Raquel and Rhea, who've been feuding against the Bear Private Charge since 2020. And Tiffany Stratton, handspring, back elbow, combo with a stunner. And Tiffany Stratton, though, got to eliminate one of these monsters. She's going to have any chance to go to WrestleMania.
You may have to see a crazy alliance.
Airplane spin, power slam, takedown. Raquel in the cover to eliminate Tiffany. Kick out at 2. Good Lord. Rhea Ripley grabbing the hair of Raquel. The feud of Raquel and Rhea, though, might play to Tiffany Stratton's advantage. You can find an opening, though, Walter. I just say let Rhea and Raquel just keep us on each other. Keep yourself out of the equation.
I would stay right out of it.
And Rhea Ripley right now pushing herself away. Wait a minute. Rhea caught. Now Raquel trapping Rhea in the tree of woe, using the chamber as a stranglehold. Like Tiffany, what the hell is she doing now? And Tiffany going up high above Raquel. Caught by Raquel, looking for possibly a Hurricane Rana. And Raquel, though, trying to fight out of this. Now Raquel set up and over with the head scissors back inside the ring. And Rhea Ripley is still hung inside the chamber. It's a good way to break an ankle. Oh, man, what a boot.
She ran into that shit.
I mean, again, the reach of Raquel Rodriguez. And right now, back elbow strike. I mean, if Rhea Ripley isolated, Raquel can make this a one-on-one. She can eliminate Tiffany. It can literally be down to Raquel and Rhea. Imagine how sweet it would be if Raquel eliminated Rhea last. Raquel Rodriguez, the faraway slam. This is crazy. And Raquel, though, a spinning corkscrew elbow drop. Almost a modified Vader bomb. And now hoisting up Tiffany, possibly for another Chocola bomb. Tiffany able to escape. Stratton lays on her feet. Again, caught with a splash, though. Again, Rhea Ripley has been neutralized for the time being. And I mean that politely. This is the best way for Rhea Ripley, though, to definitely recuperate. And what the hell is Raquel looking for here? Rhea Ripley, top of the chamber. Oh, my shit!
Dude, did she just do a swanton?
That's exactly what she did. A swan's off the top of the pond. Meanwhile, Tiffany Stratton moonsault at her. And the cover of Raquel Rodriguez has been eliminated.
Well, there goes my second pick.
Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley, we are down to 2.
And 2 big faces and 2 of the main players, too.
That changed my pick, especially after she lost the title. And look at this. To your point, she literally walked off the top of the pod, throwing her own back into harm's way. A swanton bomb crushed Raquel, and the previous moonsault ever was the fall needed to eliminate Judgment Day's Raquel Rodriguez. We are down to Tiffany and Rhea Ripley.
I always picked Rhea. I never had to change it because she was my first pick always.
Well, I mean, again, when Mommy was not playing nice with someone she has yet to beat in one-on-one action, she was the brutalizer, the eradicator. She was the face of WWE. And I think Ripley wants to get to that spot. And she's never faced Jade Cargill. Ooh.
I just thought about
by
it.
Stratton. Meanwhile, Tiffany Stratton might be looking to go back-to-back to WrestleManias with golden ambitions.
If Rhea does win and beats
Oh!
Jade, quote-unquote, our brand split, does she shift to SmackDown? Raw's really... Netflix ain't going to want to lose Rhea.
Well, that's WWE's problem. Meanwhile, Rhea Ripley might be looking to send Tiffany onto a razor's edge. Tiffany able to escape, though. Tiffany cartwheel, takeover. Got Rhea Ripley, hopefully. Alabama slammer! Deep stack cover to win the night. Kick on it, too. And despite the damage done to Rhea Ripley's back, I think leverage was key there, Walter. Not enough body weight differential to keep Rhea Ripley down for the 3 count.
I think it was. I think it's the same. It's the injured back from last night. Remember, that was less than 24 hours ago, if you think about it.
Tiffany Stratton, of course, now going back up to the top rope, looking for something huge here. Swanton bomb miss, caught her back. Also, big high kick, rocks Tiffany from the basement. And Rhea Ripley hoisting up Tiffany.
Tiffany hurt her neck before, and she landed right on her neck on that swanton.
Oh! Takedown face first, shoot the half, cover, hookless near leg, back press, and a kick on it, 2 for Tiffany.
I just noticed, I know JJ said the Dolly Parton thing, but she might be shouting out HBK because she got the crosses on her leg. He won the first chamber. Tiffany might be shouting out HBK with that gear.
Yeah, that's a fair point, actually.
That because she got the chain link and all that he used to have to take off, and the chaps. Might be over, Noah. Nope.
That's today. Nope, not yet, Walter. Again, and you gotta say, oh no, shoulder first, Rhea into the ring post. And that might be a critical mistake. Tiffany Stratton showing a little bit of red here. Might have had a busted nose off that face buster. A swanton bomb this time connects. Cover now, Rhea Ripley to punch for Jade at WrestleMania. Rhea kicks out at 2 again. An incredible performance by Tiffany Stratton, who, might I add, was a starter in this match.
And she's bleeding out her nose, I think.
Steamroller. This is the same way she beat Charlotte Flair. Look for the prettiest. Moon, salt, FRL. Oh, no! Pushed down into the pod up the top turnbuckle by Rhea Ripley. And Rhea has Tiffany hooked up possibly for a wipeout with a riptide pretzel cover to Rhea Ripley is on her way to WrestleMania.
Mommy's going to Mania. Yo, that's going to be a badass match, though. Jade and her.
Hey, Jade Cargill might have a good match for once that makes her relevant. But nonetheless, Rhea Ripley is looking to clear a storm in Las Vegas. Mommy Rhea Ripley will challenge Jade Cargill for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania.
Well, we know the other piece of the puzzle for the women's titles.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley, again, fighting through pain that entire time as you see her grabbing the small for bat, to your point. Take a look at the replays here, Walter. Some of the highlights here. Raquel Rodriguez, though, what a performance. A 4-3 record with a double cover.
MVP. I feel bad for the people that they're gonna have to fix the chamber in between matches because Raquel broke with one of the
I'm sure they have
the
the
pods
tools.
with that power bomb.
They got the tools, I'm sure, to do that. And of course, that prettiest moonsault ever, swanton bomb combination by Rhea and Tiffany, eliminated Raquel. We were down to Tiffany and Rhea. This prettiest moonsault ever, though, literally got pushed off the top rope by Rhea, face first to the pod. Disoriented enough for a riptide pretzel cover. Mommy is back on top of the marquee at WrestleMania. 7 weeks from the night, It's Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley for the first time.
They're gonna point at the Mania sign. That's two equally matched people. If anybody can match the strength of Jade, it's Rhea.
If anyone can surpass the strength of Jade, it's Rhea Ripley.
I don't know if I'll go that far. I don't know about surpassing that strength.
I was about to say, Rhea Ripley's resume versus Jade Cargill's resume. Get back with me. Nonetheless, you are definitely looking at
Jade is ripped in places most women don't have places.
Well, we'll find out what Jade Cargill is truly made of in Las Vegas. And I'm sure Mommy can't wait for that play date. But of course, we got a momentary commercial break, and they're going to send us the commercial in 5 minutes. We'll bring in the rest of the peanut gallery, and then Walter will lead the conversation as I got to go take care of something real quick. Walter, it's on you.
Who is back there? I see Mikey. Is Jeff still back there? I don't think I see Jeff anymore. But anyways, you're getting major feedback, by the way, Mike. What did you think of that chamber match?
Wow. I am impressed with Kiana James. That was my first match seeing her. So, like I put in the chat there, I think when I saw Tiffany's gear, it's Dolly Parton themed because of butterflies. That's Dolly's spirit animal. Good match. Not as brutal as I would have liked. A few good spots. And now, finally, maybe the IWC will be happy with Jade's first title defense because she's had that belt since she won it November 1st. And she's only had a few matches on SmackDown from what I'm looking at in my stats. So this will be her first official televised women's title match. So finally, we'll get that squared away. It wasn't. It was also very surprising that Alexa was the first one eliminated, the first time winner. So that kind of follows suit a little bit there.
I thought Kiana James was going to be the first to get eliminated. If I'm being honest.
And her name, Kiana James, it's making me remember of some super fitness group on, I think it was on ESPN, and I want to say that the lead person's name was either Kiara or Kiana. I can't remember, but I remember. But that's the kind of vibe I'm getting off of her, just seeing her for the very first time. It was during the big 80s 90s fitness craze where people where spandex started, I guess. It was pre-yoga pants. How about that? But that was the kind of vibe I got from her, seeing her actually for the first time since I spent most of my time behind the wheel of my car. But hey, overall, good match. But can you guys follow that? What's next? Who knows?
I don't think they could have been as brutal as they you would expect, because then they would have to fix the chamber for the men's match. If it was the last match, they probably can go all out, but they need that chamber for another match.
Probably.
And I think Becky and AJ's match is next. I'm not 100% sure.
Good. You know, Walter, we're getting closer. We're only about a month away from opening day 2026 MLB. Hence why I'm wearing the Angels hat. So,
are we?
We are. We're getting ready to call some baseball.
You know, it's funny. What's his name? Zach messaged me. He wanted to know if you wanted to. We're gonna have to talk to JJ, but if you wanted to do like a mock draft or free agency prediction of all 32 teams. I'm not sure if he meant the MLB or the NFL, but
I think he meant the NFL. I did message him about that. I'm looking forward to draft day for the NFL. That's in April. as far as mock stuff, I'm the guy that failed in every fantasy football league in the world. So I'm just going to put my focus towards this year's draft, the real thing, first round coverage on ESPN, I believe, in April, which I'll be covering. But I'm not. If you two want to do that, you have my blessing on that one.
I'm
sir.
good on it. I don't know junk about the
I know
Combine.
nothing about all that stuff. I just know what I see and what I can call.
Mm-hmm. I know somebody broke the record one time at the Columbine with lifting the weights, and I think he did it like 56 times or something. He lifted 245 pounds or something like that. That's the only thing I know.
Me neither.
Oh my God! We got like another whole minute of ads.
Yeah, that's the only downside with ESPN, really. You know, I actually am surprised that ESPN2 is going to allow the first hour of WrestleMania for those that don't have WWE in their ESPN package like I do. I broke down and I need the archives. Really, I've got books to finish up. I need to finish up Mayor Jacobs' book before he gets out of office. I need to finish AJ's book, hopefully before he goes into the Hall of Fame. John's book is done. John's gonna be in. He's gonna be 12 hours east of me in Orlando in 2 weeks, and
Really?
I can't go because all his tickets are sold out.
Yeah, it happens.
The only way I could possibly do it is if I go to his panel and I grab the microphone and say, "Hey, John, it's me, Stat Boy. I've got your book." He'll be like, "What's a Stat Boy?"
Right.
Yeah, really.
These ads need to hurry up. But
I'd
yeah,
love to
man.
see-
In terms of the chamber, man, I think Raquel Rodriguez has got to be called the MVP, and she did something I legit have never seen that before. Getting two people eliminated at the same time. I'm surprised they never did that with Goldberg back in 03, when he was in there. And I mean, they really made Raquel look strong.
Oh yeah. Well, she probably is. I mean, I think there needs to be a legitimate strength competition. As long as it's done safely. I don't want to see anybody literally get broken in half. So
the world's strongest woman competition.
Why not? Hey, if we can have a world's strongest man competition that ESPN has put on the air, and this isn't traditional weights. These are like beer kegs and stones and the caber toss and all that stuff. Why can't we have the women find out who the strongest woman in the world is?
Dude, that competition is nuts. Don't they pull trucks and all kind of crazy shit?
Yeah. Oh my God, yes. You're not lying. You're absolutely right. They do insane amounts of strength that a normal person would look at and think, why do you want me to do this in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, they did it with Mark Henry one time. They harnessed him up and he pulled a semi truck. They've done it with harnesses. They've done it with ropes. They've done planes. They literally throw beer kegs in the air and try and get them over. It existed at least in, I would say, the mid 90s, along with the Scrabble tournaments on ESPN. And let's not forget about darts either. Hey, when you can't sleep at 2:00 in the morning, but now I'm ranting.
Yeah, no, I used to see that kind of stuff in freaking bowling at like 2 in the morning.
Bowling used to be a thing on ABC.
Yeah.
Before the Wide World of Sports in 1984, they had the PBA tour, and that was my introduction to bowling. And then Wide World of Sports would come on. That's where I got the thing with the Harlem Globetrotters, and then ESPN would do college football and college basketball and all that, and then the obscure sports that you don't think about would be on after Sports Center at 11 o'clock at night. They would
I
do
used to
one
watch
final hour of Sports Center. They would show darts. They would show cricket. They would
pool,
show
billiard.
billiards. Billiards was a
Mhm.
thing. Oh yeah, I remember that.
These trick shots they used to hit.
Oh yeah. And then the poker craze in the mid '90s came in, and then poker came onto ESPN. Hi Noah.
Oh God, diarrhea sucks.
Oh, you okay, Noah? You not feeling good?
I'm all right.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, before we go into the next match, I would quickly like to shout out to Stat Girl Dory Lou, and she had her birthday a couple days ago, so
Happy
we
late
celebrated
birthday
her
to her.
birthday. And today is Stat Girl and I's 5-year anniversary of living in Tennessee. We have been in Tennessee for 5 years, and she still hasn't killed me.
And you live to tell the tale. We're so proud of you, and we so are glad to have you here, Mikey. And thank you for that. And again, thank everybody that's tuning in. If you are tuning in for the first time, we have the Sip Up Studios. Follow us, of course, at our studios on the X for more information. Our watch alongs as we continue here at Elimination Chamber. As it's time to go to the big time, as Big Time Bex, the two-time Women's Canal champion, who's been champion now for 54 days on this road to getting it back against Maxine Dupree, goes into her first defense tonight. And her first ever one-on-one match against AJ Lee, who has been the undoing of the man's psyche as of late. Of course, AJ Lee returned to WWE because of Becky Lynch and the assault on, of course, AJ's husband, CM Punk. And it was right here in Chicago where AJ Lee sucker punched the man and left her with a black eye right here in Chicago. And look at the referee, Walter, Jessica Carr, who Becky Lynch believes there might be a conspiracy against her whenever Jessica Carr refs her matches.
What a coincidence! I'm surprised she didn't protest the fact that she's the referee.
Well, to be fair, Becky Lynch put her own, foot in her mouth, as you like to say about me, when she literally gave AJ Lee this match because AJ Lee has drove her absolutely batty, saying that you want to go one-on-one with me, and AJ Lee wanted to sweeten the deal to challenge her for the WWE Women's Championship.
Mm-hmm.
It was the only way that Becky Lynch was going to get her hands on AJ Lee, who's now made her tap out to the Widow's Peak not once, but twice.
Wait for the pop, Noah. Wait for the pop.
Oh, I'm waiting for it, dude. It's going to be live and loud.
I'm going to get quiet on this.
You don't need to. They're loud enough. That thing just hit 100.
Dude, it literally went all the way into the red. That's crazy.
Your wrestler's favorite wrestler, everyone's favorite super nerd, DBC anime fan. There is only one, AJ Lee, in professional wrestling. Skip into the ring in her Chuck Taylors. Her first singles match in over 11 years, practically. And her first singles match since returning to WWE back after before WrestleSalooza last year. And the fact of the matter is, Walter, this is her third official match since coming back to WWE, and it's for the WWE Women's Championship in Chicago. Tell me this not was it made for AJ Lee.
Right. Becky has a smile on her face, like she's happy she could do this deep down inside. But I went nuts. I think Becky's gonna win the match, but not the title. I mean, AJ's gonna win the match, but not the title. Because I feel like it ain't gonna be over. They're gonna prolong it to WrestleMania.
Well, the one thing Becky Lynch knows she needs to avoid is that Widow's Peak, that literal arm submission. She's tapped out to it twice. Let's go down to this Nash guy for their inductions. Mark Nash, okay.
One fall.
He's got an interesting demeanor about him.
Somebody got a haircut.
Union City, New Jersey's own 5'2". You want to talk about short competitors, Walter? 114 pounds, your wrestler's favorite wrestler, 38 years of age, 7 years in the game, AJ Lee. Meanwhile, from Dublin, Ireland, 39 years of age, and of course involved 23 years in the game, 5'6", 130 pounds, big time Bex, Becky Lynch, current reigning WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion. This title, of course, minted last year, first won by Lyra Valkyria, took by Becky Lynch after their series of matches. And of course, Becky lost it to Maxine Dupree and got it back. Jessica Carr hoisting the title up course, Becky Lynch, though, has been taking cheap shots against AJ Lee every chance she could get on the mic and behind her. Bell rings are underway for this women's Intercontinental Championship match and this first time ever one-on-one affair.
Bell rings.
Again, is Becky Lynch going to be able to see herself in the mirror if she taps out to AJ Lee here tonight again and loses her championship?
She's gonna be disappointed.
But how is Chicago going to feel? We've heard Chicago knows how to throw a riot if AJ Lee loses tonight.
Let's throw a riot. That's why I said she might win the match, but not the title.
But you know as well as I do, Walter, the biggest detriment to any wrestler is ring rust. And yes, AJ Lee came back. She's been in the ring now 3 times officially. But besides that, Becky has been a constant. Why she still believes that she is above everybody here. Becky Lynch has been the non-stop consistent worker. She's no stranger to this atmosphere of Chicago that has definitely booed her out of the building before.
And it's not just her saying it. ESPN has said it. I can do this.
Go ahead, keep saying the publicity. How about no DQ, why don't you? Just say it all, why don't you?
She wrestling with a jacket on? She gotta be hot as shit. Or is that just the whole gear? Oh, okay.
It's probably just the gear itself.
Yeah.
AJ Lee, no stranger to winning gold here in Chicago. One of her earliest championships wins here was in Chicago, of course. A former 3-time Divas champion, of course. Held that title. A cover here. Get a kick out.
Dude, why have they been
400 days combined? Oh, look
I'm
at
so
this.
mad
Hold
at
that pop,
WWE.
Walter. Deep roll up. And 2 count.
There we go. I thought she was trying to do the widow's peak with the way she wrapped her leg before she did the cradle.
Disarmer in the toe pig, and Becky Lynch throwing all out of sorts. And to your point, I think Becky was definitely aware of that urgent situation.
I'm pissed off that they keep mentioning the butterfly belt. Like, don't even bring that shit back into the atmosphere.
Walter, you know as what I do. History is history, no matter how bad history is. But the bottom line, it doesn't deny the competitor that AJ Lee was the only woman in a Divas era.
Oh yeah,
around.
she had her own pipe bomb about it.
And she was 110% right.
Oh yeah.
Probably one of the only reasons I cared about WWE during that time. And a hammerlock applied here, and look at this. Continuing the pressure now on the modified Kimura. High on the toes in the last chancery position, almost a modified Mudalock. Even Becky Lynch grounded, of course. This is the first time Becky Lynch has ever faced AJ Lee to this degree.
I like the ground attack, AJ.
They're kind of champion line. Becky sent to the outside. Of course, the championship can only change hands via pinfall or submission inside the ring. Championship showing a little bit of frustration. And of course, with AJ Lee, it is always a mental warfare.
She's a little pissed off that AJ got the best of her, and AJ's just skipping along.
And AJ Lee, for that example, went on her own mental journey. So this is just as much as a challenge to AJ Lee for herself than it is for the match against Becky Lynch. Of course, Becky Lynch called Jessica Carr one of the most crooked referees in the history of WWE as of late. About to say, how many referees can you say have not been controversial, especially in WWE? I'm just saying. But Jessica Carr, in my opinion, has been one of the most integral.
Yeah.
Nice takedown.
It might be
Dropkick.
Becky's just looking for excuses.
Well, that's just the excuse of humanity, right? Never take responsibility for your own actions. Booted AJ Lee down.
Ow.
There's some malice behind that. And again, Becky Lynch has been embarrassed by AJ Lee since August last year.
Dude, that boot quarter's square, though.
And Becky Lynch right now, remind everybody that she is the one that's on top. She's the man for a reason. Jessica Carr, of course, admonishing the champion. Jessica Carr was only taking 2 bumps, I believe, in her WWE career. Previously faced, of course, the person we interviewed last week, Brittany Blake in MCW before she became a WWE official.
Oh, yeah,
right now,
still
Becky
trained.
Lynch just absolutely hates AJ Lee, putting the booster in the corner. And Becky Lynch, though, she knows now that she's in control, so maybe it's a chance now that she can recompose herself. And Becky Lynch is the first ballot Hall of Famer. We can talk about the ego about Sports Illustrated, ESPN, No DQ saying she's the best of all time, but she has the accolades to back it up. She's beaten everybody. She's the woman that won the first ever women's WrestleMania main event. It's a cover now. Back press, look at the near leg. 2 count against Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair for both the SmackDown Raw Women's Championships. No one else can take that away from her.
True indeed.
Of course, AJ Lee talked about how Becky Lynch ignited a fire in her after assaulting, of course, and insulting her husband, CM Punk.
You need to stop
And every time she saw her, she wanted to punch her face.
Stop focusing on crowd reactions and focus on your opponent. She keeps like worrying about how the crowd.
To be fair, though, Walter, we are in Chicago, and this is literally Punk and AJ Lee's world.
True.
You might as well say that Becky Lynch is facing 20,000 people.
Right.
It doesn't get more hostile territory than the opponent of AJ Lee for the women of WWE in Chicago. Now Becky Lynch squaring up AJ Lee in the corner, jumping forward with that forearm. Becky Lynch now, dipping boot, now hooking up for the back exploder. And a cover for the Intercontinental Championship retirement. Gets a 2 counts to Jessica Carr.
That was clearly a 2. It ain't just Jessica Carr.
AJ Lee, again, lack of reps as well has also got to play a factor. Like I said, AJ Lee has not been in action since Survivor Series War Games last year.
The ring rust is definitely real.
I don't think you want to toy with AJ, though. Oh, man, that was a big elbow.
Sure was.
Chicago trying to rally the homecomer AJ Lee here, looking for a bigger victory than the Chicago Bulls' own Michael Jordan. Big swinging forearm exchange here between champion and challenger, AJ Lee, Becky Lynch. AJ Lee, of course, who won her first championship at the expense of Caitlyn. They kick right to the midsection, though. Big uppercut.
The booyah spot.
And big time Bex taking her down with spinning sobot. Now falling off the ropes. AJ Lee, take her down a bulldog. Temporary stalemate here for the moment.
Dude, she put some oomph in that bulldog, didn't she?
But considering the implications that are at hand here to walk into WrestleMania as the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion has to make this even more of an importance. Not to mention AJ Lee proven to herself more than anyone else, she still got it. She can still be a champion. And definitely the speed and agility is on the side of AJ Lee. Picking up some momentum here. Becky able to sidestep her again. Whip for that jumping side kick. AJ Lee able to scout it. Now Becky pushed off by the Chuck Taylors. AJ Lee going up to the second rope. Hooking the head. For a tornado DDT.
Going for it. Okay.
And AJ Lee right now has rocked the champion. Shining Wizard!
Ooh.
Link for the championship with the front leg kick on 2.
Well, she got a lot of knee, too, in that Shining Wizard instead of the ankle.
I think the odds are starting to believe that AJ Lee can be a champion again as much as AJ Lee might think she can. AJ Lee, again, who has been such an inspiration for so many in this business, especially in this generation of the women's division. Looking for the man to slam the roll through Cazadora. Both legs down, cover. Scissor the cover, 2 count. Becky with a reversal, roll up, and 2 count. Both of them able to escape. The chess game here, and Becky Lynch again. Oh, man! Planning reverse DDT, cover, kick out at 2.
Becky's got to be careful with these tilt-a-whirl moves because she can wrap her leg around her and turn that into the widow's peak.
And that's clear what AJ Lee was probably going for, and Becky Lynch just literally drove her down with a modified reverse DDT. And you can see the frustration coming out of Becky Lynch here. Wait a minute. Becky now looking to go to devious, desperate means, removing the top turnbuckle pad and exposing the steel. And AJ right now, whoa, just preventing collision. Going to disaster there, swinging a miss, booted. Big kick by AJ Lee, sends Becky up against the rope.
Kick.
And toe pick, takes Becky down.
Uh-oh. Little lady's about to fly. But remember, there's not a lot of room up there because the pad is gone.
Oh, it's happening again. Becky stopping AJ Lee on the ascent, to your point.
Yeah, there's not enough pad to sit and stand on.
There's nothing finesse here when it comes to the rivalry with these two women and the lengths they're willing to go, clearly. Let's not forget,
Clearly.
AJ Lee still a bit crazy. Superplex by Becky Lynch.
Ooh,
And
she
Becky
held
Lee
on.
lands in dishonor on AJ Lee, and AJ Lee is nowhere near those ropes.
Bro,
Trying to
that
counter
was a
this,
nice,
trying to roll Becky up, though, versus the pressure. Shoulders down.
that was
Horse
a
is
nice
begging to break.
transition.
Oh, man, caught with a high kick.
That was so smart by Becky to transition into a submission.
Yeah, Juju Katami, the cross arm breaker. Becky Lynch, though, down and doing the cover. Gets 2.5 off that high kick. Slow to follow up, though.
I think frustration is starting to get to both women.
And Jessica Carr is realizing that the turnbuckle has been removed.
Mm-hmm.
Protected padding, of course, has been removed from that steel ring. And Jessica Carr doing her job. And now AJ Lee. Oh, no! Woman roll up by Becky. Jessica Carr position on the cover. Gets a 2 count.
That's the first time I've seen a referee get hit and not get knocked out for 20 minutes.
Becky just high kicked Jessica Carr in the side of the head.
That was on accident, though.
And now AJ Lee trying to take advantage, though. The Willow peeks in on Becky Lynch, but Carr's out, and Becky's tapping out.
Yeah, but the ref ain't around to see it because of that high kick.
But kudos to AJ Lee holding on to the hold. But again, to your point, Walter, and I literally called it on City Predicting. Becky tapped out again, but the referee's indisposed. AJ Lee should be the no champion right now. Oh,
She
Becky
landed
from
right
behind.
on top of Jessica Carr.
Just attacking AJ Lee. Champion's advantage at this point. The champion is in full control right now.
She's probably going to go get a chair, if I'm being honest.
Well, at this point, does Becky want to beat AJ Lee? Does she want to embarrass her? Does she really want to retire her?
She's survived her.
19,000 all over. Becky Lynch saying you tapped out, but it doesn't matter unless the referee calls the tap out, folks. It's all for naught right now, and Becky Lynch is hammering her way with AJ Lee, just throwing her against the barricade. Becky glancing back at her championship on that podium. Jessica Carr is still down for the time being. This is the worst possible situation.
I think she's looking for a little wood or a steel or something.
This is the worst possible situation for AJ Lee.
Carr is out of it, dude.
Well, I mean, she got a high kick to the head, and to your point, AJ Lee fell on top of her to follow.
What is Lee? Why is she putting the chair back in the ring? AJ's outside.
Well, something tells me she wants to add further damage. And right now, AJ Lee fighting back here, though, as much as she fought against herself on this mental journey to protect her mentality and also reinforce it. Again, like I said, AJ Lee has not been involved in pro wrestling now for practically 11 years. Best-selling author, former booker for Women of Wrestling, a.k.a. WOW.
Oh, my God.
Becky into the barricade hard.
Dude, that was like forehead first, bro. That could have gave her a stinger.
Sending Becky Lynch back inside the ring. Might I add, that turnbuckle is also still exposed. Back elbow strike. AJ Lee trying to create separation and find momentum here. Hooking Becky's head, seeing the chair. Oh, man, face first.
I think her knee hit the chair.
Yeah, I think your knee hit the chair. Oh, implant DDT on the steel chair. Becky gets rid of the evidence now, trying to wake up Jessica Carr. Carr gaining consciousness. AJ Lee might be down and out.
Probably going to hit her with the manhandle slam and cover her.
Yeah, no kidding. What's an exclamation point? The cover by Becky and kicked out by AJ Lee at 2.5.
Oh, shit. Didn't expect that.
And Becky can't believe it, to your point.
Becky can't blame Jessica Carr for that one.
Becky Lynch thought she had everything planned and dead to rights, and AJ Lee is still in this fight. And what does this do for Becky Lynch now?
It makes her think where you're going. Becky tried to knock her into the turnbuckle, and Jessica Carr stopped her.
All right, AJ Lee taking advantage of the schoolgirl roll-up. Get a 2 count. Again, this rivalry's gotten so heated and personal. Man, slam counted by AJ Lee. Great team arm drag escape.
That was a nice counter.
Oh, both women right now literally exhausting everything they have left. And sidestep. And Becky face first in the exposed turnbuckle. And Becky right now tripped again in the Widow's Peak center of the ring. And Becky tap. Becky tap. Becky tap. And AJ Lee wins. AJ Lee just won the title.
She won the IC title.
And again, she made her tap out to the Widow's Peak. AJ Lee is a champion once again in the WWE.
Twice in one match, she made her tap out, no?
Her first championship in 11 years.
Well, I got that wrong.
Talk about a hell of a homecoming for AJ Lee. Again, that's how we got here. That manhandle slam. Becky Lynch thought she had AJ Lee dead to rights. Deep hook on the far leg, and Jessica Carr only got 2.5 on it. Critical point to your point, though, Walter. Jessica Carr saw Becky Lynch drive AJ Lee attemptedly into that exposed turnbuckle. Schoolgirl roll-up, follow-up. AJ Lee nearly caught Becky there. And then this follow-up, sidestep. Becky went first into the exposed turnbuckle. Jessica Carr had nothing to do to stop that. And then that Widow's Peak once again trapping Becky Lynch. And big-time Bex taps out to AJ Lee.
Hell yeah.
And we have a brand new WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion.
I'm going to bring Stat Boy back in to talk about it.
Wow. I'm glad to get that one wrong. I think this is what I'm going to do some research on this one. I think this is maybe the third time in 3 matches where Becky has tapped out. I'm not certain if this has happened before. If anyone wants to put that in the comments, go right ahead to help me confirm it. I mean, we know Triple H beat Batista 3 times in a row, and I believe pinned him, but I don't think he ever tapped out 3 times in a row. So that's a stat worth finding. I'm glad I got this one wrong. Way to go, AJ Lee.
I'm very happy, honestly, for AJ Lee. Talk about a way to really prove to yourself that you still can do this, and you rightfully should be here once again. Congratulations to AJ Lee, the 5th and brand new WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion. Sometimes being wrong is a beautiful thing. And to that point as well, Stat Boy, she tapped her out at WrestleMania. She tapped her out at War Games. In their first ever one-on-one match, she tapped her out again. Fat trick of Widow's Peak.
Are we about to find out what's in this box here?
I could get 2 shits about that. That being said, congratulations
WWE
again.
is probably a podium, and they're going to announce the draft.
Brand split, LOL.
Papa John's Pizza? Really?
I don't know how big that pizza brand is, but I know who's bigger than AJ Lee in Chicago might literally be the Second City Saint himself, as CM Punk will defend the World Heavyweight Championship next against Finn Balor. Is it the most obvious match in WWE history, or does Finn Balor ruin WrestleMania as we know it? We'll find out this commercial break. Fuck television.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to warm up the oven for a pizza myself.
It was a Chicago-style pizza from Papa John's.
Deep dish. You know what? Well, they got deep dish here in Toledo at Pizzapopolis. So, I mean, I'll go to Detroit, Michigan, and get a deep dish there maybe. But when I go to Chicago, I'll definitely have to try deep dish when we're there. Again, Stat Boy, Finn Balor, is there really a chance in hell, Michigan, versus Chicago, Illinois, for Finn Balor to beat CM Punk tonight for the World Heavyweight Championship and somehow make sure we do not see Roman Reigns versus CM Punk at WrestleMania?
There is a chance, you know. I mean, in any life event, sports, politics, 50-50 coin flip, there's always a chance. You know that. How big it is, it all depends on the executives. You know, if they want to have Finn Balor as the face of the company for a while, and put the belt on him going into Mania. If he can handle it, then yes. Otherwise, we continue on the course to the dream match, Punk versus Roman. Finn does need a bit of a redemption story. I mean, how long was it? He got the title and then dropped it the very next day. How long ago was that?
SummerSlam 2016.
Exactly. 10 long years.
Practically.
Whenever I meet a champion or a former champion, like PWG or, the headlining guy, it's like, hey, good match. You lost the title. You'll get it back. And 9 times out of 10, they say, you know what? Damn right. I am going to get it back. I would say the same thing to Finn Balor. If I would have met him 10 years ago, I would have said, hey, good match. I'm sorry you got hurt. Work hard. You'll get the belt back. They just don't know when and where to do it. This is leading up to WrestleMania. Exactly. If this was like the period, if there's a midway point between WrestleMania and SummerSlam, like one of the throwaway pay-per-views, this would be a good time for Finn Balor. But this is the lead up to WrestleMania. You gotta have your big names. It's all about the money. It's all about the draw power. Do you want to see Finn Balor as champion? There are fans out there that will say yes. Do you want to see CM Punk as champion going into Mania? Hell yes. So, I mean, yeah, there you go. There's your marquee matchup. Look at all the time and all the effort that they're putting into that. Okay, they went into the time to put that graphic together. Yeah, you can say graphics are. You can put a graphic together in 5 minutes flat. Interview times have been booked probably. Media outlets, they want to interview Roman and Punk. The Tonight Show probably have booked both of them for WrestleMania week. And then WWE throws a curveball and we're saying, oh, we're going to put Finn Balor. Do you really want to see Finn Balor on the Tonight Show?
It could work.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, if you don't, let's look at the brand new wrestling fan, okay? There are people in the world who know who Roman Reigns is without even watching WWE. Same thing with CM Punk. Same thing with Cody Rhodes. Those are your top 3 guys. You know those names without even sitting on your chair. If somebody's like watching the Tonight Show and they're like, tonight we've got Finn Balor. Who's Finn Balor? I'm not going to watch that. I'm not saying that's not a thing for Finn Balor. I would watch it. I would love to see everybody on the roster at one point be on the Tonight Show, because that's going to be the only show left in the nighttime ward. It's going to be Fallon and Kimmel back to back. But that's a whole other topic.
You very well might be on something right here, but again, all it takes is 3 seconds, as we said, but also all it takes is a tap out, apparently, and you throwing yourself first to expose turnbuckles. Becky Lynch, literally the instrument of her own demise, was what she set up. Coming up next, folks, World Championship CM Punk versus Finn Balor. But while we do have a moment, again, I just want to remind you, please stay tuned after our coverage concludes at the top of Olympian Standard Time. We'll be having an interview with the ring announcer, Heather Lynn, for Paul Down Mania. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, tickets are still on sale. Please stay tuned for our coverage of Put On Mania. That is 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, our kickoff to WrestleMania week here at the Super Reliable Studios. And I hope that you'll continue to follow with all of our watch-alongs coverage for sports, wrestling, combat sports, statistical analysis, and so much more. It is going to be an insane run in April. And speaking of which, when we got a moment, let me go ahead and show you again your Pull Down Mania card. You have talents from all over the world, from all walks of life, from all levels of experiences, including Leva Bates, Sue Young, the Latino Rossi, Brittany Blake, Shotzi Blackheart, Rachel Lay, and of course, Izzy Moreno, Brittany Brooks, and so many others, all at Potter Mania. And we hope to see you there for our coverage. And we hope you support these talents and go there live during Las Vegas WrestleMania week. That being said, it is now time for our
There you
World
go.
Heavyweight Championship match. Finn Balor is the man that he is tired of being an afterthought, and he is not trying to ruin the main event. He is here to improve it. Looking to recapture that glory you just talked about, Stat Boy Mike, from 2016, when he became the first ever WWE Universal Champion, only to vacate it due to popping his shoulder out of its socket the following night on Raw, and has not had a World Championship since.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, we take a look at the Air Force.
And of course, Finn Balor says he needs this. How driven is a man to the point you need something so bad? You're willing to do it on your own, but whatever it takes, considering the circumstances that this is Finn Balor's redemption arc. He believes that he should be the focal point. He should be the guy. He should be the champion. He should be the one on the marquee at WrestleMania, not Roman Reigns or CM Punk. And if he loses tonight, that is all for not enough of a pop in circumstance. This literally might be Finn Balor's last chance to even get close to a WrestleMania main event.
Indeed, you're absolutely right. I mean, is his music the same? Is it? I mean, I see the evolution of Finn Balor. Oh, they are giving him his proper entrance. So yes, good. I don't know. I just
I will say this, Mikey. I had 52 people. Shout out, by the way, to the 52 of you, plus the Team No DQ that submitted your predictions. Out of the 52 in the poll, it was not unanimous. 50 people went with CM Punk. 2 did pick Finn Balor. So clearly, some people want to see a change, but the majority definitely still see more of the same. Tonight, we will see if the Prince doesn't miss. Former 2-time NXT champion. His last World Championship accolade, as I talked about, was literally the NXT Championship, when he made a return to NXT to find himself once again.
Well, Jay just said it.
indeed, Mr. Reliable, you're tagged in. I'm tagging out.
All right. They
Thank you
said
so
that he could be added to a triple threat at Mania, but I'm so sick of these triple threat main
You
events.
make both. How about some originality? How about you make a title so damn important, it's one-on-one for the best man to hold it?
Last year was enough triple threats. So the last couple of years.
Facts. As we wait for the biggest pop of the night, for the Second City Saint to arrive.
Right. Biggest pop. Understatement.
Chicago, CM Punk, enough said.
Ooh, they giving him the old Chicago Bulls theme.
Interesting.
That's the 90s Chicago Bulls entrance.
You're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's awesome.
It's a big game feel tonight, that's for sure. The venue that, of course, documented the last dance. Will this be CM Punk's and Finn Balor's last dance?
That's cool that they got that entrance. Oh, they even got the original voice guy that changed the words and say it. Oh.
Yeah, he ain't losing. They might as well
that's
have Jersey
cool.
up in the building.
That's so fucking cool that they did that.
Yeah, that is cool. I'll admit.
That's like a WrestleMania kind of entrance. That's fucking cool.
From nostalgia. And to your point, that's Frank Claire, in case those are wondering. At this point, Walter, just hang a jersey with CM Punk's freaking title.
They just did. They just did it. Well, virtually in the.
I mean, for real.
Yeah.
This might as well be CM Punk's WrestleMania.
Right.
A guy that's eat, sleep, live, and breathe Chicago.
They're giving him the Chicago Bulls 1993 entrance.
Yeah.
How's that for a culture person? How's that for changing the culture?
That's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, he ain't losing. There's no way he's fucking losing after that. As we change the channel in living color, here comes the World Heavyweight Champion.
Larry Forever.
The last time he entered this building, lest we forget, Walter, was when he returned professional wrestling at AEW Rampage.
Mm-hmm.
From 2 years ago at Survivor Series in this very town to back home in Chicago in the house that Michael Jordan built, CM Punk arrives as the World Heavyweight Champion.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me this is heaven on earth. He doesn't have to be the mayor of Chicago. He just has to be the second city saint. He has more than enough.
Mm-hmm.
We thought AJ Lee was taking on Becky Lynch, and what was Becky Lynch versus Chicago? This is Finn Balor versus the world of CM Punk.
They didn't even show the meter because it probably would have broke.
You're probably right. CM Punk has been a fighting champion now. His first WWE match in Chicago since June 2013. And his first career match in WWE in the United Center. Just don't jump the barricade and break your knee.
Right.
I'm just going to say this real quick, by the way. Good luck to the men's Elimination Chamber following this shit.
Right.
Jordan and Punk forever goated. Matthew coming up the night. You know what would be more ironic? If CM Punk's entrance is longer than his match. I just gotta be honest here, Walter. Finn Balor is going into a no-win situation.
You never know, dude.
Finn has to know that it's literally him against the world. This is the first time Finn Balor has tried to find himself since joining the Judgment Day. Hell, this is the first time since Finn Balor found himself since joining the main roster in 2016. He found himself for a brief moment when he was the Prince that was prime target during his last run in NXT, when he was the NXT champion from September 2020 through freaking April 2021 before freaking Karrion Kross beat him. That was Finn Balor's last time that he truly was himself.
God, I don't even want to talk about the fucking Fiend rivalry with the killing the demon and everything.
I wasn't trying to say that, but thank you for that point. But I will say this, the Demon was basically killed dead to rights, not once but twice. Against Roman Reigns in the Extreme Rules match, where if that rope didn't explode, he could have beat the Tribal Chief. And of course, the Demon was laid to rest thanks to Brood Edge at WrestleMania 39.
Bro,
Finn Balor did not bring his Demon tonight either because of that. Finn Balor wants to make sure that truly this is him and he does it his way. He even told Dominic Mysterio and JD McDonough to stay backstage. He wants to do this on his own. So tonight we're going to see Finn Balor ride and die on his shield in Chicago.
Honestly, that was the most god-awful ending ever. That rope explosion, I think that was worse than the Red Chamber ending with Seth Rollins and The Fiend. That's how horrible that ending was. It was never even explained.
Some fans are better off forgotten.
One fall!
Mark Nash, take it away. Mark Nash with the blazer shirt look here. From Frankai Whitlow Iron and Finn Balor's 44 years of age, 24 years in the game, original leader of Bullet Club, Prince Devitt, former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, inaugural W Universal Champion, two-time NXT Champion, former Intercontinental and United States Champion, of course, previously a four-time Tag Team Champion alongside JD McDonough in Judgment Day. Meanwhile, CM Punk, who won this title out of happenstance due to Seth Rollins' injury, beating Jey Uso, has been the fighting champion of WWE Chicago's own. 47 years of age, 27 years involved in this game, trained by Fit Finley, Ace Steel, Dave Taylor, and Lord William Regal, amongst others. And there's our current World Heavyweight Champion, two-time now, 120 days.
That meter would be off the hook right now.
Punk understands, though, like we all do, Walter, that time is your greatest enemy. It is not the ring. It is not your opponent. It is not even yourself. It is Father Time itself. While he still knows that he has a lot to give, Finn Balor could really throw a monkey wrench in that, upsetting the world tonight and seizing the World Heavyweight Championship.
There's a reason they have that figure of speech that Father Time is undefeated.
Yeah, he's more undefeated than vacant, and that's saying something.
Mm-hmm.
Finn Balor, of course, disciplined in Belfast Island, knows what a crowd can do, knows what the noise is about. John Cena said best himself, it's the noise that defines you more than anything else in this business. Finn Balor, CM Punk 2. Continental tie-up here. And I'm about to say, Finn Balor International, we're talking about Chicago Bulls, we're talking about the home game field advantage here, home versus away. How many times the away team won in any sport? So I'm not going to count Finn Balor completely. I'm also not going to discount the fact that anyone internationally knows how to handle this hostility or knows they're going to deal with this. But are we really in danger of one of the greatest main events in WrestleMania history for this? Or are we just, trying to change another main event that even AJ Styles says WrestleMania doesn't even have that same feel, pop, and circumstance anymore? And he just signed their WWE contract.
Right.
The full Nelson applied here, and both these men jogging for position right now in the full Nelson exchange.
Signing another contract doesn't mean you have to not tell the truth.
Look, sometimes you just got to quit being the corporate shill and just realize what things actually are. The cover of the roll-up, it's a 2 count here. WrestleMania is not the end-all be-all it used to be. And if Finn Balor was to win here tonight, I feel like many people in the WWE universe will echo that sentiment even more. I think people have been waiting for Roman Reigns to be the marquee singles match again. Some people, more than others, versus Finn Balor. Back elbow strike as the cover. Why Finn Balor's been an accessory, not even the leader, an accessory to the most extensive act in Monday Night Raw Monday Night Raw history.
Dude, look at the focus on Balor's face.
Cover. Well, Finn Balor knows he has to focus on CM Punk. He can't focus on the audience. He has to take the audience out of it. And Finn Balor said he's not trying to literally ruin the main event. He's trying to improve it. But more importantly, he's trying to find his own way to the main event.
Mm-hmm.
Who's got more doubts in their head right now, CM Punk or Finn Balor? Yeah, CM Punk talked about, again, how he's not justifying anything, risking anything. But we talk about, again, how Father Time could also be an element to him as well. Who's the pressure on more here, Finn Balor or CM Punk? CM Punk, who literally go into the main event for the first time ever as champion, or Finn Balor looking to go into his first ever main event WrestleMania?
I think it's Punk, because Punk literally has everything to lose, and Finn has everything to gain.
Oh! Back elbow, knee to the spine. Backbreaker over the knee. Again, though, Finn Balor, though, he has been involved in this spot for 10 years. Went pawn strike and just a cheap kick right to the front of Finn Balor. Now CM Punk fought up again, dropping the knee across the forehead.
And he never disappeared and took a break to have to come back either. He's been there through all the ups and downs.
Yeah, meanwhile, CM Punk took 10 years to get away from the business that made him sick in the first place, and it was due to the corporate office, not due to the brand.
Mm-hmm.
And some would say now he's Mr. Brand. He's Mr. TKO. To think, at one point, CM Punk once told a different champion, be the main event of a buy one, get one free extravaganza of a weekend, and CM Punk very well could be that 2 years in a row.
True indeed.
Up and over. The irony of words. Overhead shot there by CM Punk to Finn Balor. Now both these men exchange the ring. Of course, champion's advantage here. Tiger to his hands. We have Finn Balor's mission inside the ring as you see that giant WrestleMania sign looming high above the arena.
Mm-hmm.
What a knife edge shot. Of course, last time CM Punk defended the championship was against the phenomenal AJ Styles in their first ever one-on-one encounter in WWE. And Finn Balor ruined it to a no contest, which raised the ire CM Punk to get him this match in the first place. Been a very slow, methodical approach here by both these men. Neither man looking to make a mistake so far in the early going.
I don't think anyone can afford to make a mistake.
Crowd counting along with CM Punk right now, who's teeing up against Balor in the corner in the overhead position. Finn Balor escapes, though. and drops CM Punk awkwardly against the ropes. The Irish whip off the ropes. Kitchen sink knee, takes CM Punk up and over.
The irony of an Irish whip when it's done by Balor, huh?
Right?
The
glad you
extra
said-
Irish whip.
I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you said it, not me. Last time CM Punk, of course, had a match here in Chicago in WWE was for the World Heavyweight title when CM Punk was the WWE Heavyweight Champion against Chris Jericho in a Chicago street fight against his family at Extreme Rules 2012, and a stop to the midsection of CM Punk. Of course, following that, a Chicago run involved QT Marshall and AEW, MJF in a 38-minute belter at the Wintrust Arena. And the last time CM Punk was involved here in Chicago was, of course, alongside FTR, defeating Bullet Club's Jay White and Juice Robinson and Samoa Joe on the first episode of Collision in the United Center.
Mm-hmm.
Kick to the CM Punk to the side of the head. And of course, you figure out again, Finn Balor is not only trying to slow down CM Punk, but of course, working the core for that coup de grace, that double stomp off the top rope. A shot in the midsection there by Finn Balor. Right now, teeing off again. We saw how many coup de grace Finn Balor did against CM Punk after he assaulted him in that post-match against AJ Styles. And CM Punk has not been in action since that championship defense, by the way, because of that assault. A knife edge chop. One of the earliest titles, of course, that CM Punk won, as I talked about before, with CM Punk's accolades. Former Ring of Honor World Champion, former AEW World Champion, 2 times over, by the way. And of course, former Intercontinental Champion, took that from Lord William Regal. Oh, here in Chicago, actually. And Finn Balor right now. CM Punk's looking for the running bull. Great scouting by Finn Balor. Abdominal stretch applied now in the middle of the ring. Again, further working on the ribs and core of CM Punk here. Driving his elbow into the ribs as well for added pressure.
That's old school for you, the way he reversed that into abdominal stretch.
And look at the way Balor is rubbing his forearm across the ribcage of CM Punk, adding even further pressure to this hold on the most vulnerable part of his body, locking him center of the ring.
It's smart. He's literally, they call it a stretch for a reason. He's literally stretching his ribs, stretching his shoulder, stretching his pecs.
Chicago trying to wheel CM Punk back into this fight as he is trapped in the center of the ring in this hold, able to escape. Deep Andrade takeover. CM Punk, who literally said, "My addiction is professional wrestling." Double leg takedown. Looking for the sharpshooter possibly, and CM Punk pushed off by Finn Balor. Oh, Buttman collide, Buttman down.
Both men had the same idea.
And CM Punk is also looking for his own redemption at WrestleMania. Yes, he achieved his dream. He was a WrestleMania main eventer on night 1 in a triple threat, not concerning a title. But not only did he lose, he was stabbed in the back by his best friend that brought him into the business, it would seem, Paul Heyman.
True. Just
now
when he
Balor
trusted
in
him
control.
again.
And in fact, Paul Heyman is not even involved in any way whatsoever with CM Punk or Roman Reigns, who literally might main event this year's WrestleMania.
Well, he had a vision last year, and now that vision is all half, like 80% injured. So.
And that vision turned to vapor real quick, didn't it?
Right.
Punk, though, getting the better of Finn Balor in this exchange, beating Balor to the punch quite literally. And the Irish whip reversal, Finn Balor set up the ropes. And CM Punk trying to rally here, trying to mount a comeback. Ooh! Jumping knee strike in the corner, and the Bulldog finally connects.
Well, there's that combo.
Bitchin' CM Punk. And Punk now with Finn Balor in a bullet position, looking to hoist him up, possibly for the GTS. And Balor able to escape. Knows the danger of that move. And now the sidestep, Balor sent to the outside. CM Punk now looking to follow up here. Going for Brock with a toe fake, so it's Cena driving Balor hard. Then first in the announce table.
Ouch.
And now the lower back of Finn Balor, to your point, might be compromised against those newly enforced announce tables as we've seen. Those things are not built the same way as they used to be.
Hell no.
Of course, CM Punk, though, breathing much more heavily. You see the rising cavity on his core with the damage done by Finn Balor. Not just that, but over the last few weeks. You know Punk's not going to take a count out here.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in his hometown. Top rope. Off the top rope with the flying clothesline. Covered now by CM Punk with the far leg to retain. Gets the 2 counts. And what do you think Roman Reigns has figured about this, by the way? Do you think Roman Reigns actually cares if he takes the title from CM Punk or Finn Balor? Yes, he hates CM Punk, but he knows he can beat Finn Balor. What's Roman Reigns more fueled by at this point besides greatness?
I don't think he cares, to be honest.
Oh! Drive the elbow down, drives Punk down in the cover, gets a 2 count. And of course, we know the history of Roman Reigns and CM Punk going all the way back to when Roman Reigns was brought up as security, booked as the Shield, CM Punk's special insurance policy. And Punk dragging himself into the corner, and Finn Balor again teeing off here against the Second City Saint. Oh!
Ouch.
That was just a cheap shot there with that knee grazing the face of CM Punk in the corner. Irish whip, reversal, the Irish whip, Finn Balor sit up and over. And CM Punk knows how good Finn Balor is, but does Finn Balor actually need somebody to help him? Up in the shoulders, GTS denied, inside cradle, shoulders down, 2! Oh! Almost caught Punk there. Up and around, turns around. Connects with swinging net breaker into the cover, goes CM Punk with the far leg, and a 2 counts. These quick exchanges here, these bursts of offense by both CM Punk and Finn Balor have been almost half a second away from determining the championship and our WrestleMania main event. Much more than just the World Championship on the line here, Walter. It is literally to go to the main WrestleMania against Roman Reigns.
Yep, you already know what's waiting for you on the other side.
And of course, CM Punk wins over Braun Breaker. Wins over Finn Balor. And again, up kick there. And of course, the fighting champion can only stay champion for so long before the wear and tear of the body or the luck runs out on them. Again, CM Punk's been champion, folks, during this run now for 120 days. And this is already his 4th defense in that run.
It's amazing how fast time flies. 120 days. It seems like just the other day he won that.
Beat Jey Uso at Saturday night's main event in November.
What's up, Charles?
Good to see Charles. So good to see everybody in the chat, of course. Nathan Banks and Matthew and all 123 plus of you. Again, if you haven't already, please subscribe and follow SR Studios Found for the guests for continued watching and coverage, conversation, reactions, and analysis, as well as all the other content we do. And shout out to our GCW team, the GCW Collective, that are covering GCW also as we speak. Now Finn Balor might be sent for a hard ride. CM Punk's got him hooked from the second inside, looking for a superplex. Again, though, Finn immediately going back to the midsection. And now changing the formula, attacking high and low against CM Punk, creating separation. CM Punk might be in the drop zone.
Trying
to roll away as Finn Balor right now. Might be looking not to miss his shot to WrestleMania. Coup de grace misses. As Punk is out harm's way and runs him with the rising knee strike. And Balor right now in a vulnerable position here for CM Punk to channel one of the all-time greats. And CM Punk's lip might be busted though, but again, dun 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 dun.
Chicago elbow drop.
Elbow drop connects. Oh yeah. And Cayman in the midst has been bad, but notice the way that CM Punk's unable to go for the cover.
He's bleeding out of his mouth. Who knows what internal injuries he has?
It's a good point there. Back press, hooking the near leg to retain Finn Balor, though. The crucifix got CM Punk hooked. Oh, man.
Dude, that was as close to the victory as you can get without a 3 count.
A sling blade, though, by Finn Balor, who again finds himself in the driver's seat. Balor right now scouting CM Punk, who looks like a wounded animal at this point. Punk looks absolutely spent.
Yeah, you would be too when you fight somebody as great shape as freaking Finn Balor.
Punk is flying out of the corner with that clothesline.
Balor's 44 and the body of an 18-year-old.
Yeah, Carves does nothing on this man. Now looking to step through to a shot of the best in the world for the sharpshooter again, though. CM Punk transitioning now positively for the Anaconda Vice.
Yeah, he got it.
Submission hold on Finn Balor now. Pressure on Finn Balor's head and shoulders and neck. And again, nowhere near the ropes right now.
He's in the center of the ring.
And that modified clutch, though, but Finn Balor able to reverse the hold. Rope through, Monty Straw cradle, cover on CM Punk to win the title. Kick out at 2. And now Finn Balor just hammering away at CM Punk with these elbows. Trying to drive the air out of the World Heavyweight Champion.
Elbows to the jaw, dude.
Shout out to Brian Danielson, another great formidable player of CM Punk's past, Ring of Honor. Looking for 1916.
That's the position for the coup de grace.
To alter the entire landscape of WrestleMania as we know. It might be one coup de grace away. Coup de grace connects to the bad ribs and CM Punk now Volvo Balor in the cover and kick out.
Bad ribs and all.
And what does Balor do at this point, Walter?
You can't. Easier said than done, but don't get frustrated. Just keep on the attack. It's going to be hard to block out those 20,000 people chanting CM Punk, though.
And that might be the only saving grace for CM Punk tonight to keep his WrestleMania dream alive for redemption in the main event as champion. We talked about, again, though, that JD and Dom Mysterio are here. I almost wonder if Finn Balor was figured about calling him down here. His desperation starting to sink in. CM Punk with a reversal on Finn Balor, hoisting him up.
The
Finn
question
Balor
is,
up in position, the shoulders. Got it, sleep connects. But Finn Balor falls to the outside.
the question is, will they join Balor in celebration or in disappointment?
Will they play a factor at all here in this match? As CM Punk was moments away from the win, he hit the GTS, but Finn Balor fell to the outside of the ring.
Just bad positioning where he hit.
This is a turning point, though, here in this match for sure now. And right now, CM Punk, do you preserve your chance? Do you take the count, or does your pride get in the way? Do you continue the attack? Looking to send a statement to Roman Reigns. And what's decisive win, running up to Finn Balor, who catches him at Sling Blade on the floor. That's a heavy landing, too, for CM Punk on those pads that protect the building more than the participants. Finn Balor, once again, though, squaring up. CM Punk looking for a run-up here with a massive shotgun gyro drop kick through the barricade. Good Lord! In the timekeeper area. Broken body out of the heap is CM Punk right now. And Finn Balor's sense of urgency, knowing the mission, the task at hand to bring CM Punk inside the ring, to go for the win, to put your name up in the lights at WrestleMania in the main event. CM Punk catching Finn Balor again, looking for an urgent GTS. Finn Balor escapes, and another Sling Blade connects, takes Punk down. CM Punk has really been a step slower than Finn Balor for probably the entire duration of this match. And another shotgun drop kick connects. And once again, Punk in the drop zone. Punk survived once, can he survive again? Finn Balor to the top, low, looking for the coup de grace, but CM Punk catches him in midair into the ankle pick. Turns it around, steps through. Into a strong shooter. And he's got firmly in, middle of the ring. About
Bret
again,
Hart all of a sudden.
Bret Hart. And the battle long ago as Balor makes his way to the ropes. That was an incredible counter by CM Punk to the coup de grace.
It was. And you know Balor didn't see it coming.
But catching a falling Finn Balor, there was nothing he could do to stop it. Balor again, though, preventing the step over. It's been a hell of a physical total battle. And Punk again, though, just driving his boot in the side of the head of Finn Balor. Oof.
Man, both men just pulling out all the stops.
Well, considering what's at stake here, why wouldn't you? Again, will it be Punk or will it be Balor to take Roman Reigns on at WrestleMania and defend the World Heavyweight title? CM Punk literally hoisting up Finn Balor up again on the shoulders. Might be dead weight here. CM Punk with another go to sleep. Hover, 2, we have Punk vs. Roman at WrestleMania.
Retention. Boy, but he had battle for it, though.
And again, though, was it smart to take this battle on? Yes, you didn't compromise the main event as it stands, but did you compromise yourself in the process? Right before the fall. We might be 7 weeks away, but CM Punk just took a hell of a beating.
Yeah, he did. They're going to come face to face.
On Monday Night Raw in less than 48 hours. The biggest main event to date in WrestleMania history is now official. CM Punk versus Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight title.
I'm going to bring Stat Boy back in here.
Now Victoria's run, though. Victoria's will earn for CM Punk. That coup de grace earlier, though, was Finn Balor's best chance of winning the World Heavyweight title. I think that moment was Finn Balor's point of no return. Great travel, counter move here in this match, though. That's that boy. Yes, the finisher at this point. Oof. And again, Matthew, predictability in wrestling is not a bad thing, especially when the predictability to the result was earned. And CM Punk earned that win here tonight, Chicago. Wow.
There's the official graphic of what's coming up. 7 weeks.
7 weeks, folks. WrestleMania, Las Vegas. WrestleMania 42. We doubled down in Sin City as the Second City Saint looks to upset the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns.
Wait a minute.
What?
What am I? What am I behind you guys?
Yeah, you might be a little behind it.
You might be, but Balor just pushed Punk, but I think it's just shake his hand.
I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, I might be a little bit behind because like.
Yeah, that's fine, Stat Boy. You good, brother?
I'm on replays right now.
Okay, yeah, you're a little bit behind.
I'm on replays.
Let's see if CM Punk takes the hand here. Tremendous show of respect here as Finn Balor. This might have been his best match to date. A commendable effort in finding who he is once again, proving what the Prince is made of. Even in defeat, Finn Balor, I still would declare himself a winner and renewed confidence for the future.
He went toe-to-toe with a champion and came within seconds of winning it.
True warrior right there. True ring masters here tonight at the Elimination Chamber.
Uh-oh.
And let's not forget who won earlier as Chicago's favorite couple are now both champions in WWE and will enter WrestleMania as such.
Look at that. Title and title. And you know they're going to do that big hug.
As the new women's Intercontinental champion embraces her husband. Again, what a story of redemption and return for AJ Lee and CM Punk in WWE.
She won't kiss him because he's bleeding.
That's probably for the best. We don't need a sickness. And at WrestleMania, we'll see what happens when both these two go in as champions. Congratulations again to AJ Lee and CM Punk. Never in my life would I think I see this picture in WWE.
Right?
It's a good picture.
Well, we're going to have the opportunity to watch the best in the world versus the OTC for the World Heavyweight Championship.
That's got to be the Sunday main event right there.
How much bigger do you get than that at WrestleMania?
Oh, Michael Chandler.
You know about that being the MMA expert here, Walter. And, of course, speaking of MMA and speaking of UFC and speaking of fights, you, of course, will be calling Ronda Rousey's return to MMA fighting, when she faces Kiana, of course, on Netflix in the Intuit Dome in May.
Hey, it's my brethren. It's the Antetokounmpo boys. It's Giannis and Thanasis.
Why did they not put that he's an NBA champ? They just put two-time MVP. He's a champ, too.
I guess you forget about that accolade. I don't know. As we got a commercial break here before our main event again. Thank you to the 125, of course, have been watching us here at Cinema Studios. Hope you've enjoyed. Continue following along with us for the ride. We'll keep you in tune of all the biggest shows, PLE's papers across WWE, NXT. Speaking of big impacts, though, again, that Women's Elimination Chamber, Raquel Rodriguez, MVP player, but still came up short against Mommy Rhea Ripley, who won in the end against Tiffany Stratton with a compromised back, and will face Jade Cargill for the first time ever at WrestleMania for the Women's WWE Championship. A heck of an opener, though, by all six women here. And again, commendable performance by Tiffany Stratton.
Let me back up a bit here. You're calling Rousey and Carano?
Yes, he is.
I plan on it.
Let me. Here's a shocker, okay?
Two of the most powerful women in WWE. And here's a shocker for you. Screen cap that, Walter.
Here's an early prediction.
Go for it.
In fact, clip this. I'm picking Gina Carano in this fight.
Damn. Oh, wow. Bold take.
Don't get me wrong. When Ronda had her run pre-WWE in the UFC, unstoppable. And all it took was a lucky kick by Holly Holm to knock her out and take the title away from her. And that was her downfall. And then she went to WWE. Okay. She's had a great career. Is she Hall of Fame worthy? That's debatable. Is she UFC Hall of Fame worthy? Absolutely. Should she be coming back for one more match? No, I don't think so. If this was the Ronda Rousey of when she was pre-UFC, this match would be an easy pick and an easy win. I would go Ronda all the way. Now, I've never seen Gina Carano fight. I know the only thing I know about Gina Carano is that she was in Deadpool. I've never seen one of her fights. My brother Bruce is going to put me in a lock until I scream and watch Gina Carano fights. But I'm sorry, Ronda. If you win, then I'm going to eat the biggest piece of humble pie. But I'm going with Gina on this one.
Wow.
Thank you. I know, right?
Striking is better. No, her striking is definitely better.
She wasn't really a striker. She was a rip your arm off kind of girl.
No,
she would rip off your arm and hand it to you.
I'm not talking about Rousey.
Oh, you're talking about Gina?
Yeah, Gina.
Uh-oh, it looks like we're going to find out what's in the box.
A casket.
They're opening the box. Oh, my God. Who is it?
A casket
it's
so far.
A casket. Why is it a casket?
Because the magician.
Well, is the casket going to explode and
it's creeping open?
It's opening. Who is it? It's a curtain. Come on. Lights, camera, action. What is this? Who is it? Come on.
It's going to be Danhausen.
Am I getting the call for this? Oh my God, I'm getting the call for this. Hold on. It's Vampire Women.
That's Danhausen Legion people.
Oh my God, it's Danhausen. Oh my God, Danhausen is in WWE. Oh, wow. Fresh off his AEW contract, Danhausen is making his official WWE Elimination Chamber appearance.
And he got to keep his name because this damn sure does say Danhausen in the background.
Yes, it does. I would have loved to have said this on Simply Predicting when I first heard a rumor of this. I don't know what they're going to do with him, and that worries the hell out of me. Whenever somebody big from another company comes in, I've said this about Jade. I know I've said this about Jade. I don't want this to be the same thing.
Very evil, very nice.
And now he steps into the ring with all of his dancers.
Oh, should we close our eyes so we don't get hypnotized?
No. Well, how about that? I got to call a big moment. How about that?
How about it?
I don't know if it's going to be in the Geek Box. Is that what the one that was?
Yeah.
I think I handled that pretty good for my first big moment call.
Michael Cole.
Oh, he's gone. Just like that, he's gone.
Michael Cole's got the teeth. Ew. They got to recover from it. Because coming up next is the 6-man Elimination Chamber men's matches.
Randy Orton, LA Knight, Cody Rhodes, Javon Evans, Trick Williams, and Logan Paul. The winner will face Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. Big match there. Big match field. Again, WrestleMania on Saturday and Sunday. If you do not have ESPN app, don't worry. The first hour of WrestleMania on the weekends will be streaming on ESPN2. That's only if you don't have the premium package on ESPN.
I think on Disney Plus too, right?
I don't know how Disney Plus and WWE works. And honestly, the only time I ever wanted WWE and Disney to cross over and do a joint thing, and yes, we all know WCW was at Disney MGM Studios, so it doesn't really count. But what I would have loved to have happen was that whenever WWE was at Honda Center, all they had to do was come on down Harbor Boulevard, put the ring in the center of both parks, and put a show on there, and all the then divas at the time could have gear inspired by Disney princesses, and we have a battle royal. That would have been my Disney crossover.
Yep. The Disney Diva Battle Royal.
Because the Disney Diva Battle Royal, exactly. Becky Lynch could have played Merida from Brave, even though it's Scottish and Ireland together, but the accents are pretty darn close. Any one of the Kabuki Warriors or anybody could play Mulan. Maybe we could go with Auska just because. And that's typecasting, and that's wrong. Moving on from there. And there were moments where Disney actually was mentioned. You actually could say the word Disney and Disneyland on WWE programming. We know that Alexa Bliss is a Disney girl. I think Nia Jax is a Disney girl as well. Mick Foley is definitely a Disney boy. He loves Disney. I would guess that I would say any of the superstars that have children are Disney family. I would hope Cody and Brandy and Liberty are a Disney family. Hi, Sakharov.
I'm sure the Usos and Roman and everybody with as many kids as they all have.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. Yeah. But it's like, I would say that Disney and WWE are the top two franchise businesses in the world. I mean, WWE is global, Disney is global. So, I think there was a time. I think The Rock actually took a picture on Splash Mountain one time, just before the great matchup. They both went to Disneyland. I mean, if sports teams can go to Disneyland after the big game, why can't WWE superstars?
True.
Charlotte Flair, you just won the WWE Championship. What are you doing next? I'm going to Disneyland. Oh, Chelsea and Matt, they are big Disney people.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I think they're more Disney World than well, no wait. I think they've done Disneyland before too. Jeff, where are you to back me up on this one? How many? Could you imagine Ron Killings at Disneyland? He'd be thinking he'd be at Universal Studios.
Right.
I ain't afraid to say it.
That would actually be hilarious, though.
I don't see CM Punk as a Disney guy, but maybe I'm wrong. I can see AJ Lee skipping all the way down Main Street.
True.
I mean, hey, we all know WWE did the crossover with Universal, Flintstones, Jetsons, and Scooby-Doo. It's now time for them to officially do that with Disney, I think. And I need to try Cody's vodka. I have to get a bottle of that too. I will do if I ever. It has to be sold here in Tennessee somewhere. I've tried Stone Cold's beer. It should be. I've tried Stone Cold's beer. I still have the bottle of Terramana. I still need to try real American beer. Even though Hogan's not with us, I still have to try his beer. And I definitely need to have a bottle of Wheatley American vodka. 49 days away as the Black Stadium of Allegiance Stadium has the WrestleMania sign and logo on its facade just outside of Las Vegas. You have to go along the freeway there, and Allegiant Stadium is the first thing to do. Noah Foster is here. I'm tagging out. Enjoy the match, and catch you all later.
Thank you very much, Stat Boy Mike's. Again, folks, we truly now are on the road to WrestleMania. You saw the times that will be live. You saw the special announcement that the first hour will be live exclusively on ESPN. Of course, it'll be on ESPN Unlimited for the entire show on Netflix International. WrestleMania 42 from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Sounds like I didn't miss much. And thank you again now to the 131 that are watching along. Of course, we saw in our opening. Go ahead.
All you missed was Danhausen's debut.
Oh, okay, that's nice. And evil.
He came out of a coffin, which was in that box.
Yeah, okay. So it was a box in the box. I was right.
Yeah, anyway. and then he gave Michael Cole the teeth, and then he did a magic trick in the ring and disappeared.
Okay, that's a thing. Anyway, on a night where we saw Rhea Ripley overcome the Elimination Chamber after rip-tying Tiffany Stratton and punching her ticket to WrestleMania to face Jade Cargill for the first time ever. Make the title matter again. WrestleMania 42 now for WWE Women's Championship. Finn Balor and CM Punk might have shared their last dance with CM Punk successfully retaining the World Heavyweight Championship. Now we know it is the OTC versus the best in the world for the World Heavyweight Championship in the main event of WrestleMania. And of course, AJ Lee truly finished her comeback, beating big-time Becky Lynch for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. It is now time for our main event of Elimination Chamber, the men's Elimination Chamber match, to see who will face Drew McIntyre for the undisputed WWE Championship.
With the youth of Evans, yeah, he should start this shit because he won't get gassed out.
And of course, for those that don't know or just now tuning in, I need a reminder, 2 superstars will start in the ring, 4 will be locked in pods. They will come out in intermittent intervals. Eliminations occur via pinfall or submission, and we keep going until the chamber is empty with only 1 participant remaining. And that participant is off to WrestleMania to face Drew McIntyre for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Oh my gosh, diarrhea is a pain in the ass. Oh yeah, and Jey Uso's not in it. Logan Paul took his place.
Yep.
Let's just call it what it is, Walter. Whoever's in that last graphic spot, you can put Becky in there. They weren't going to win.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like the first person coming out in his lemon pepper steppers is Trick Williams.
Yep.
What an ovation for the former NXT champion that has taken the main roster by storm since arriving on the scene in January. Thank you, by the way, for not doing. About to say. No, go ahead. I'm updating the graphic. You were saying.
Oh, I was just saying that there's no way they can keep this man heel for much longer, dude. This dude is over like Rover. I don't know if you've seen an NXT superstar be this over when they come to the main roster like Trick Williams.
Not this quick and not this short of a turnover, especially in y'all's NXT. This is the first, in my opinion. And you think about first-round draft picks from NXT last year. Ilya Dragunov, Carmelo Hayes, Braun Breaker. None of them have captured the star power in a bottle like Trick Williams. And, of course, Trick Williams, let's not forget, last time he was here in Chicago, CM Punk was special guest referee for his match when he won the NXT Championship back against All Eagle and Page.
Whoop that Trick. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Don't.
I like it.
Oh, I was going to thank you for actually having more of a brain than Booker T. Never mind, you lost it. You disappoint me.
Well, 6'5" of this dude, or 6'4" 3/4, whatever the hell it is.
Trick Williams qualified for this match, folks, beating Carmelo Hayes and Damian Priest, by the way. And this will be his first ever WWE Elimination Chamber match. This is his Chamber debut.
Well, his fiance's a champion now. Let's see if he can get to WrestleMania and become one.
I still can't believe the bougie bitches won the tag titles. Again, WWE. Why? Here's why. We don't give a fuck.
Yo, wait till they go back to Memphis again with Trick. Because that's where Whoop That Trick originates from.
Yeah, that's fair. He looks like a man that has no fear whatsoever for what's ahead for him inside the Elimination Chamber. We talked about before, Kiana James was very non-intimidated by this structure. And we'll see if Trick Williams can handle that as well, while he will be the first one locked up inside a pod.
Trick is a sleeper, dude.
In more ways than one.
Oh,
Drew McIntyre said that he wanted the SmackDown roster to come after him, and boy, did he make a list of enemies, and Trick Williams had no problem getting in the face of the WWE champion.
Anxiety, claustrophobia. Whew.
Yeah! Meanwhile, this guy, let me talk to you, should literally be already on the marquee, but everybody's saying his name.
Yeah, this is who I hope actually wins. I didn't pick him, but I actually hope he does.
My loins, they are a-tingling, and the Chicago faithful are full of Kavorka. L.A. Knight.
Dummy, yeah.
The sentimental favorite tonight, if we're being honest here, Walter, much to your and my point, of course.
Yeah, man. Everybody wanted him to win all the money in the banks he's been in, man. Hopefully he can pull this out.
We did see last night when Trick Williams tried to take his thunder and he got jaw-jacked in the jaw. LA Knight will also be locked up inside a pod. LA Knight qualified, folks, beating Austin Fury and Penta Ceramiero.
I tell you what, they're going to all need Cero Miedo to be locked up in these damn pods.
Well, LA Knight's no stranger to this. This is not his first Elimination Chamber match. And again, we talked about before, former Money in the Bank participant, former Royal Rumble participant. Let's not forget, this is a man that helped eliminate Brock Lesnar in this year's Royal Rumble. So he's owed something, in my opinion.
Right.
went into WrestleMania last year against Jigga Fatu, lost the WWE United States Championship. We're going to go for a greater prize. What's that everybody's saying? LA Knight. Yeah.
I would leave Javon to start it. I think Orton's probably gonna come out next to be in the pod.
Well, Randy Orton did endorse Javon Evans as the future.
I would have Javon and Logan Paul started. Your two youngest people. They could handle the whole match.
Last time LA Knight was involved in the Elimination Chamber was 2024, by the way, in Perth, Australia, against Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, Kevin Owens, Logan Paul, and Randy Orton. Of course, in the chamber, there are no shortcuts. There is no escape. And, of course, we know after this, there's no second chance. You either win here or you can kiss that marquee goodbye.
The last chance.
And for those that enjoy American Wheatley Vodka, enjoy responsibly.
Oh, nope. They're doing Logan.
Well, who cares? But that being said, you talk about the vision, basically, down to 40% at this point, and I'm saying the vision's a vapor. Logan Paul, the Maverick, might be the last chance the vision has of getting a vision of being part of any WrestleMania plan.
The vision's down to 50-50 instead of 2020. There's only two people left.
Braun Breaker injured. Seth Rollins excommunicated on injury. Bronson Reed out indefinitely. And, of course, Jey Uso, who was supposed to be involved in the Elimination Chamber match, was somehow attacked and assaulted last night, carried out on a stretcher, which allowed Logan Paul and Jigga Fatu one last chance to get inside this match. And the Maverick won last night on SmackDown to earn his way into the chamber. And, of course, we saw a masked man was unmasked last night on SmackDown. Was he the only masked man? Was he the masked man? Was he a decoy? Was he a plant? Your guess is as good as mine. But also talk about LA Knight. LA Knight's been hell bent on assaulting and also neutralizing the Vision since they took him out last month in December. Let's not forget, LA Knight eliminated the Vision single-handedly from the Royal Rumble.
That man is a decoy and a half. That guy in the mask. It's somebody's cousin, somebody in the WWE.
This will be Logan Paul's third Elimination Chamber match, by the way. Last time he wasn't involved was literally last year in Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
I think we're going to hear voices next.
So we got Trick Williams, Logan Paul, and LA Knight locked away in pods, which means our starters are either going to be Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, or Javon Evans.
It should be Javon Evans, the youth.
This will be Logan Paul's third consecutive Elimination Chamber match, by the way. He's been part of each since 2024.
Wasn't he writing on the glass last year?
That's exactly right.
I knew it. Oh, they're not going to let Orton start it. I knew it was going to be Javon.
Considering Logan Paul and Randy Orton had their fallout last year over the United States title, it seems kind of poetic. Or 2 years ago, excuse me. And, of course, he will be the final man locked inside a chamber pod.
Got your rules in your religion, all designed to keep you safe.
Broken, you start questioning your... They're not copyright. Anyway, Randy Orton looking, of course, to go to WrestleMania for the 21st time and looking for his 15th World Championship. The first time he was involved in the Elimination Chamber match was actually the inaugural one in SummerSlam 2000. Excuse me, the second one in SummerSlam 2003.
10th career, most times ever spent in the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, he is definitely the one in here to look out for the most, with the most chamber experience.
And he's won one.
Longest tenured chamber participant here in WWE. To your point, the last time that he actually won the Elimination Chamber was back in 2014. Outlasting Cesaro, Christian, Daniel Bryan, John Cena, and Sheamus. Of course, that was on the road to WrestleMania 30, when he was the undisputed WWE World Heavyweight Champion. and the face of the authority. And of course, we talk about again, the Chicago vibes are high and loud here tonight. He won one of his world championships here in Chicago. Austin Theory and Paul Heyman out here as well. Of course, they can't do much from outside the chamber, but they still could be very much a vital influence whenever that door opens. Coming back from injury with, again, screwed up back. And again, I wish the best to Bronson Reed, who, of course, is out indefinitely with a torn bicep. Trick Williams was actually the first man to confront the Viper, Randy Orton, when he first debuted on SmackDown. That was the first face he dealt with. And Randy Orton right now just scouting the chamber. You know, it's one of those things, Walter. We talk about Father Time is your greatest opponent. There's got to be a time when every wrestler questions themselves. John Cena questioned himself all the way back in 2016 when he reminded the world to recognize who he was at the expense of AJ Styles when he won his 16th World Championship against Phenomenal One at Royal Rumble 2017. The Viper Randy Orton, who's been here now, the youngest, might I add, world heavyweight champion in this company's history at 24 years of age. Wonder if I can still go as strong as I can in this part of my career. Again, the Viper is 45 years old, folks. He's been involved in this game now for 26 years. We just saw John Cena retire last year at Saturday Night's Main Event. You got to wonder if Randy Orton is wondering if Father Time's catching up to him at all.
And you would think after that crazy shoulder injury, I think it was a shoulder, yeah.
It was a shoulder injury.
Mm.
We've seen Aleister Black try to get in the head of the Viper, Randy Orton. Of course, Aleister Black now owes a pinfall win over Randy Orton thanks to Drew McIntyre's interference. As Randy Orton will enter the chamber for the 10th time, and this time will be locked inside a pod once again, waiting to be uncoiled. So now we know our two starters.
The bouncy! And he's going to have to bounce a lot of steel. He's going to have to bounce for a long time because he's starting it.
That's right. And this will also be Javon Evans' first ever Elimination Chamber match.
21 years old. Yo, this dude has been involved in so many firsts already. This is crazy.
The young OG.
Look how
the youngest ever participant, by the way, in the Elimination Chamber history, to your point.
Man, we said that about Trick, but you know what? This dude's over too, man. Coming over.
Javon Evans has been a human highlight reel to your point.
Tell me about it.
Not letting the pressure of any situation get to him. Of course, previously involved in the Royal Rumble, had a tremendous run in this year's Royal Rumble. And of course, that highlight moment against one of the Grande Americanos accomplices on Monday Night Raw with that OG cutter out of midair, endorsed by Randy Orton as the future of WWE.
Well, he's going to have to prove it too, Randy Orton, when Randy Orton's released from a pod.
It's also one of those things, Walter. The more we watch wrestling, the more we see how quick a wrestler can develop into something special at such a young age. Billy Starks, Izzy Moreno, two of your strongest cases. And this OG, this young man, is only 21 years old in WWE and has a chance to go to his first WrestleMania against Drew McIntyre for the WWE World Championship. Imagine that possibility.
Father Time is definitely leaving this man alone for a while.
And the fact of the matter, I also want to point this out, Walter. He was the Iron Man of this year's Men's Royal Rumble at number 8.
That's right. Dude, this dude went from Iron Survivors to Elimination Chambers.
You think about who this man has faced so far in WWE, not just in NXT, but who he had to go face-to-face with in the Royal Rumble. Hell, he beat Gunther and Dominic Mysterio to qualify for the damn chamber.
Crazy,
He
right?
pinned the Intercontinental Champion to get here.
I don't think he's got butterflies either. He just has excitement.
But again, we talked about before, that sense of no fear, the sense of the unknown, not being afraid what awaits you, considering you haven't experienced yet. That's got to play also in Javon Evans' favor, because to your point, he's not been involved in the Elimination Chamber.
Dude, the match itself is older than him.
Accurate. And you know Roman Reigns has got to be watching the future of WWE before him tonight. Can you imagine what Roman Reigns feels about this young upstart?
I know Logan Paul don't like him. Look at the way he's staring him down.
The freaking flying skills of the Maverick and freaking Javon Evans might be a highlight reel waiting to happen here tonight inside the chamber. You almost feel like Javon Evans is in its own playground here with how far he could fly and how high he could bounce.
Right.
And that would be a scary thing. Javon Evans right now might be his own worst weapon.
Bro, he's only restricted by his imagination in this match.
And we also got to consider this, Walter. He's starting off with the former undisputed WWE champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Bro, he is starting off with the golden boy.
Quarterback one, the captain, and the former undisputed WWE champion, arguably the face of WWE this generation. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, looking to write a new story once again as a three-time undisputed WWE champion.
This would be the equivalent of a 21-year-old in 1985 having a main event against Hulk Hogan. I'm telling you, this is him having to start with Cody. This is crazy.
We saw Cody Rhodes' story back to WWE when he became from undesirable to undeniable to undisputed, looking to go back to the WrestleMania main event picture.
Yeah, the start of this match is truly the present and the future, seriously.
And in fact, Cody Rhodes ended last year against Obafemi at Saturday Night's main event. Now tonight, he starts the new year against Javon Evans. Cody Rhodes, who qualified, outlasting Sami Zayn and Jacob Fatu despite Drew McIntyre's interference, pinning Sami Zayn in that match.
Yo, what if Sami Zayn actually screws Cody out of this victory?
Well, to your point, Walter, Cody admitted he cannot 100% confidently point to that sign. This could be the first time since he returned home to WWE. He may not be in the main event of WrestleMania or even on the WrestleMania card, it seems.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when he first came back, it was against a mystery. It was Seth versus him.
Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes, WrestleMania 38. Cody versus Roman, WrestleMania 39 and 40, both nights. WrestleMania 41, Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. WrestleMania 42 could very well be Cody versus Drew, or Cody may not be part of the card at all.
Mm-hmm.
And questions have to surround if quarterback one can still be the player you rely on.
Bro, I just thought about that. Can you imagine if Sami Zayn screws Cody out of this?
And of course, this is the first time we're seeing this Cody Rhodes inside the Elimination Chamber. This is not the previous Cody Rhodes we used to know in WWE. Remember, last year, he came out and got assaulted by The Rock and John Cena because he was the champ.
Oh, yeah. Ring that bell.
The reigns were officially underway for the men's Elimination Chamber match. 4 minutes, 55 seconds until our next participant. Who's going to WrestleMania to take on Drew McIntyre for the Undisputed WWE Championship? This is Cody Rhodes' third Elimination Chamber, by the way. He was first in 2009. Canelo tie-up.
Oh, was he in the god-awful Intercontinental one?
No, he was in the World Heavyweight Title Elimination Chamber and the qualifying Elimination Chamber 6-way Battle Royale, actually. So technically speaking, this is actually his second Elimination Chamber. The other one was a qualifier one.
Yeah.
Again, the experience level here is going to play a huge factor, not just with Cody Rhodes' tenure in WWE, but the participants inside the chamber. Javon Evans is facing all of those factors tonight. Face first goes Javon. The cover.
I don't even think
Evans
Cody was. I don't even think Cody was 21 on his first run.
Probably right. Javon Evans, who's only been involved in the professional wrestling business, by the way, for 8 years. Schoolboy roll up by Javon. It's a 1 count here. Both these men right now starting off quick, trying to eliminate one another. Because, of course, the more buys that come into play, the harder it is to get elimination or survive elimination. And again, you see Paul Heyman and Austin Theory watching on ringside. Whoa! Nice escape by Javon. Up and over, and Javon bouncing off the ropes, taking Cody over to take over Tierras. That's for Rana here, bouncing off the top, and Cody again taken up and over by Javon Evans. And your boy's bouncing early. Right. Whoa! And flying with the knee. Here's the cover, hook the far later, and then Cody gets a 2 count.
The chamber is his playground, dude. You were right.
There is no angle that Javon Evans can't bounce from or ricochet off here to get some sort of offense in.
Tell me about it. The ropes are his best friends.
That's a rare thing to say for any wrestler in this business.
All right.
But we'll see if Shane is his friend soon enough. Oh, and immediately as I say that, Cody pushes Javon into the walls of the chamber. That unforgiving chain mesh that lines the entire walls and foundations of this structure. Now driving Javon Evans into Logan Paul's pod. We've seen the history that Logan Paul and Cody Rhodes have had. Welcome to the Elimination Chamber, Javon Evans. I hope that you don't regret it.
Hell of a welcome.
I mean, it's just, punching your ticket to the main event of WrestleMania against the man that main event of WrestleMania last year to kick things off. No pressure.
None at all, whatsoever.
No, not at all. It's just another walk in the park. It's another bouncing day on the job. Again, we are 49 nights away from WrestleMania, and the World Championship pictures are shaping. Here's the cover. It's a 2 count.
That dude bounces more than the ball when the subtitles are on the bottom.
Yeah, the freaking sing-alongs. And again, desperate men do desperate things. And I would argue that Cody Rhodes is the most desperate man right now in WWE.
This is the first time that in a while where he's seen himself with no way to Mania, with no title on.
Point the knee at the top of the head. You almost wonder Drew McIntyre's in the building tonight watching on. The front face lock right now. And Javon hoisting Cody with a German suplex. 15 seconds.
Yep. 10.
For our next participant. 10.
8.
9. There you go. 7. 6. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Trick Williams, LA Knight, Logan Paul, the Viper, Randy Orton? Who is our next one?
Let's see.
It is time to whoop that trick.
Whoop it.
Let's see how much. Oh! Trick Williams brings this first Elimination Chamber match. It looks like NXT is about to get revisited.
Flapjack immediately.
Let's not forget Trick Williams and Javon Evans stood and delivered last year in NXT against Oba Femi WrestleMania weekend. They know what it's like in the main event spotlight.
Thank you.
Oh! Keep up and escape. And Trick Williams at one point endorsing Javon Evans as the future himself when he was NXT champion. Now Javon bouncing up the ropes, the schoolboy roll, but Trick Williams covering now limited Trick. It's a 2 count. And the side step here. If 2 men know each other well, it is definitely Javon and Trick Williams.
Oh man, they've been involved.
Screw kick.
They've been involved in each other's lives for quite a while.
Duration of your NXT. Looking for that OG cutter. Trick Williams catching Javon though. The strength of Trick Williams.
That's that experience. That's that experience facing him. He knew that's what he was going for.
Oh, what a backhand across the face of Javon.
Was he gonna go for a spinneroni? Oh.
And Trick Williams charging a little too much. Inside Russian leg sweep by Cody Rhodes with the cover on Trick Williams.
You can't turn your back.
Trick Williams was eliminated by Cody Rhodes, by the way, in the Royal Rumble.
You can't turn your back on these type of matches to anyone.
Nah, you can't take a moment. Oh, man!
Damn, that kick was high.
That Cyclone boot turning Cody Rhodes' lights out.
Listen to the crowd. Who they're cheering for? They can't keep that man heel.
Deep arm drag takeover. Trick Williams looking up Cody, catching Javon out midair, looking for a double. Bookend! Coming out by Trick Williams and Cody. Gets a 2 count. Coming out on Javon. Hook for a leg. Gets a 2 count on Javon.
That's a bookend on both sides of the shelf, huh?
Double choke slam, double bookend. I can dig it. I mean, again, we talked about how Trick Williams might be a modern day Booker T. There's so many similarities with Trick Williams and Booker T. It's scary.
Mm-hmm.
The moveset, the size, the swagger. You're talking about Spinaroonie. If Booker T was put in a time capsule reincarnated, would be Trick Williams at this point.
Mm-hmm. Booker T might need a DNA test. He might be the dad.
And you know what? I think Roy might help with that. These men on the outside of the ring right now. Dangerous territory. Open palm strike. Cody Rhodes teeing up against Trick Williams. Again, Trick Williams, former 2-time NXT champion. Face first steel match. Super kick by Javon Evans, though. Action fast and furious and heavily impactful here. And Javon lining up Trick Williams. 15 seconds to our next participant, though.
Fired up bouncy boy.
4th man to enter the chamber. No eliminations yet. It'll either be LA Knight, Logan Paul, or the Viper, Randy Orton. Who joins the fray?
Come on, LA. Nope.
And the Maverick, Logan Paul, has entered this wild exchange.
Bro, there's a lot of youth right now.
And immediately everyone attacking Logan Paul, much to the W Universe's delight. Again, incredible athleticism, deplorable human being, viral disease, and also social media influencer of the worst degree.
They whooped that Jake.
Wrong Paul, but I agree. And right now,
Logan,
Paul,
not Jake.
Yeah,
Sorry, Logan.
into his chamber. And out the other side. No one likes the Maverick in WWE. I don't care who you are. And I agree.
Wrong Paul, brother.
And Trick Williams and Cody Rhodes right now. Oh, man! Javon flies! Taking out both Cody and Trick. Not the way Logan Paul wanted to start this now, who just qualified less than 24 hours ago.
I think it hurt his leg. It got caught in the panel.
Oh, that'd be a shame.
Oh, it got caught in one of the squares of the chamber at the end of that move. That's why he hurt his ankle.
Well, we did talk about the Vision. Karma's a bitch, and the Vision turned to vapor. Oh, wow!
Whoa, what the hell was that?
That was like a modified Robinson special 2 count on Trick Williams out of the corner.
Yo, he got to do that more often. That's got to be in his repertoire. That was a thorough kick. That was a cool-ass kick.
Springboard corkscrew kick to the back of the head.
Dude, the accuracy that he hit the back of his head with that.
I've never seen a modified Robinson special like that. That was extremely impressive. You talked about before, the only thing that limits you inside the chamber is your imagination. Well, with Javon Evans, the only thing that limits him is his lack of innovation, and there is no lack thereof.
The funny thing is, it looked like he didn't even think about it. Like, it just came out of nowhere, and he just did it. Like,
sometimes you just try something and see if it sticks. Javon Evans and Cody Rhodes right now, the only 2 men inside the ring, squaring off against each other. Here again, folks, no eliminations yet. And no doubt, Javon Evans, former Deadlock Pro Wrestling wrestler, inspired heavily by the great aerial athletes of the past, including one, Will Ospreay. And Logan Paul with the Logan Lariat.
Dude, is his back all cut up? Oh, no. Yes, it is. He's got a big welch on his back.
Well, I mean, again, he was literally sent through his pod and crashed against the steel and those doors. And again, you can hate Logan Paul you want like I can, but the athleticism and the adaptability to WWE in such a short period of time cannot be denied when it comes to this social media megalogiant.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, Cody Rhodes and the Jabs teeing up against Logan Paul here, bringing his own southpaw, looking for the bionic. Oh, the throat thrust by Logan Paul.
The son of a plumber.
And right now, you may have to admire that Logan Paul is the only man left standing. 10 seconds left. Who joins the fray? The Viper, Randy Orton, that RKO'd him out of nowhere out of the Elimination Chamber 2 years ago, or LA Knight, who's been the Vision's downfall this year?
He might have to slither out of that.
Yeah! LA Knight. Remember, LA Knight said that he would be the Vision's worst nightmare, and so far this year, he has been.
Oh, yeah, he got his own agenda in here, huh?
Damn right he does. And of course, LA Knight beat Logan Paul for the United States Championship. Oh, man! 2 years ago at SummerSlam. What a hilarious.
Yeah.
Trick Williams, though, launching into the corner. LA Knight hit him with a jumping neck breaker. Of course, LA Knight's had this vendetta against the Vision since being tsunamied through a car.
Mm-hmm.
And clearly the megastar with eyes locked on Logan Paul, driving him face first into the chamber. I mean, imagine the joy the world would have if LA Knight eliminated Logan Paul from the Elimination Chamber match and the Vision completely out of the picture of WrestleMania.
I'll be cracking up.
And driven for another pawn. There you see the laceration on the side of Logan Paul. Oh! And
Yeah,
driving
that's what I was
LA
talking
Knight
about.
face first into the pod. No eliminations yet.
That shit crazy, man. He got lacerated going through that pot, I guess.
Yeah, what the hell is Logan Paul thinking going up here? And of course, Logan Paul is not one to, you know, avoid taking risk as we've seen in the past.
He
Now,
doesn't
Jamin
shy
Evans
away
following
from
Logan
it.
Paul. I sense disaster.
Oh
Now,
my
Jamin
God.
Evans and Logan Paul on the top of a chamber pod as well. LA Knight about to join Logan Paul and Jamin Evans on top of a pod. Meanwhile, Cody Rhodes and Trick Williams are fighting down at ringside.
How much weight can this pod take on top?
Well, I think Jamin and LA Knight might be looking to make the Mavericks soar.
Holy shit.
What's up? Senator Cody and Trick Williams. Literally launched off fastball special by Jamin Evans and LA Knight. Ooh. Now Evans and LA Knight on top of the pod, and Jamin Evans catching LA Knight with a front kick, and oh dear God. Becky on top of the pod.
You can't win from up there, though.
Well, even delivering that move might hurt LA Knight himself.
You can only win in the ring, right? Or can you pin everywhere?
You gotta pin him inside the ring. And again, LA Knight might eliminate Jamin Evans for now, but he might have also took himself out for the time being, as Jamin and LA Knight are both draped across the top of that pod to your point. Meanwhile, in 10 seconds, here comes our final participant.
And a Viper's standing by the strike. He's probably going to RKO them, their asses right off of that chamber.
You can only imagine what voices are going for Randy Orton's head. Definitely a favorite here for sure. Teeing off against Trick Williams right now. Logan Paul dropping a clothesline. And Randy Orton, watch out! That power slam. And Logan Paul caught into a power slam as well.
Dude, only Orton can make such a simple move look so beautiful. The damn power slams he does.
And again, right now, Randy Orton scouting Trick Williams, clothesline since Trick him over to the outside. And by the way, folks, we have all 6 men now in play. No eliminations. One of these 6 men is going to WrestleMania to take on Drew McIntyre for the undisputed WWE Championship.
There was no elimination in the women one until all 6 were in too, right?
Correct. And the first one was eliminated due to a poison mist spot by Auska. That was Alexa Bliss. Meanwhile, Randy Orton might be looking for a 2-for-1 special. DDT
Vintage Orton.
on Logan Paul and Trick Williams.
There's 3 letters that usually follow this, Noah.
And I think Orton is carrying those 3 letters very well. Randy going to that place. The Viper is coiled, ready to strike. Who will he eject his venom into first? And it looks like it's going to be LA. Nope. LA, kick him off. DDT.
Javon better be careful jumping off that pod. He might jump right into it, RKO.
Well, right now, to your point, all 6 men are down in the ring. Cody on the outside. Jamin Evans, the only one down above the ring, on top of a pod. And I think Javon is looking to bounce his way back into the fray. Javon Evans scouting the wreckage down below him. 5 different bodies. Who do you choose?
Trick is the closest.
And I think your point, Javon Evans might realize that. Oh, dear God. Javon, don't die. And Javon Evans. Oh, man!
Yeah.
Jumping up
How
the
much-
top of the pole with a split leg frog splash. Logan Paul trying to take advantage. Pulverizer! Cover by Logan Paul. Javon Evans eliminated.
He took too much out of himself with that splash.
And Logan Paul capitalized on it.
Mm-hmm.
For all the pomp and circumstance and excitement, Javon Evans is the first one bounced out of the Elimination Chamber match, quite literally on his head.
Literally. Literally.
We are down to 5. And Cody Rhodes squaring off against Logan Paul here. LA Knight down the outside. Trick Williams still down the inside. And Randy Orton still down that DDT. Again, inexperience will cause you to make mistakes like that. Javon learned a very hard lesson. Still has so much more to learn, though, as he starts his WWE career. LA Knight catching Cody Rhodes, though, up in the fireman's carry. Burning hammer!
You could chop that up too, rookie mistake.
Covered now by LA Knight. Shoulders down. Shoulders down in position. 2 count only. Poor positioning by LA Knight.
Referee has to do his job. Make sure.
They gotta make sure the shoulders are firmly down, and LA Knight didn't see it clearly. Good move by Rob Zapata here. Referee in poor position there. And Randy Orton and LA Knight squaring off right now.
That might have cost LA Knight the 3. That slight few seconds of trying to get the shoulder back on.
And imagine what elimination on Cody Rhodes would mean for any of these men. To eliminate who's literally been the headliner of WrestleMania the last 3 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the value of being in that final pop release is that you're the freshest competitor going in, and that plays right now in the favor of Randy Orton, who's in control. LA Knight gets the boot up, though.
Mm-hmm.
Stops Randy in his tracks, and Randy goes down. Got turned sideways there with that boot, it looks like. What does Knight do here? LA Knight.
That jumping elbow thing, right?
And possibly with everybody saying, LA Knight. Yeah, jumping up to the top, lost his footing. Botch. Walked in, though, and dropped the elbow on Randy Orton. Again, the danger of this close proximity match. Lower back, though, disfavored. Trick Williams did roll up. Gets a 2 count. Crucial error by LA Knight almost cost him there. And then bookend tonight. Deep Andre takeover by LA Knight. Trick Williams missed again. Caught with a Britannia. A Trick, though, rolled to the outside, though. Smart move by Trick Williams. Oh, and a low blow by Logan Paul, LA Knight. And Schoolboy Roller, he's got the touch. LA Knight eliminated.
Yo, Logan Paul's got both eliminations.
Logan Paul eliminating the biggest downfall besides the Masked Man to the division this year. LA Knight is gone. And again, the low blow is legal. There are no disqualifications. And right now, Logan Paul isolating Cody Rhodes, driving his knee in the back of the head in front. We are down to Cody, Orton, Trick Williams, and Logan Paul. 4 men remain. Driving his head back first into the steel mesh, and Logan Paul is in full control right now of this chamber match. Look at the smile on Paul Heyman, by the way, at ringside. Paul Heyman and Austin Theory right now have to be ecstatic with what just happened.
Yeah.
Oh, from the eye.
Both those eliminations. And who knows if there's a masked man in this building.
And of course, Randy Orton has had his bad blood with Logan Paul going back, as I said, literally 2 years ago over the United States Championship. Kick to the mid-second stands Randy Orton right now against the Chamber. And now Logan Paul teeing off against Trick Williams. Of course, he got that titanium plate in that right hand. And it caught him that Harlem sidekick. And Trick Williams might be looking for a trick shot better than the Chicago Bulls in 2025. Sidestep. Logan Paul catching Trick Williams, looking for the brutalizer. Trick Williams able to escape. Cody Rhodes, though, hooking Trick Williams up in position for a crossroads. And Logan Paul sends Cody short up first in the ring post. Logan Paul, deep Logan Paul plays in the cover. Trick Williams eliminated.
Dude, Logan has eliminated everybody who's been eliminated in this match so far.
3 eliminations to your points.
This is Logan's match.
And again, he just joined the chamber last night. He was a non-factor in this entire equation before last night's SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Knight, Evans, and Williams are gone. But we still have who everybody deemed as their favorite. 75% of my poll, might I add, in the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. And the primary second was ready. Wait a minute!
There's a masked person, but why is he going to the top of the chamber? You can't get there.
Well, what the hell is he doing here in general? WWE security trying to rip the masked man off the chamber and get him out of the building. We saw a masked man was demasked last night. What the hell is going on here lately in WWE?
I don't know.
The security right now not even trying to unmask this man.
There they go.
Who the hell are you? That is not the same guy as yesterday.
That's some
Adam
other
Pearce.
random masked man.
Clearly,
But
there's more than one
that could be a
masked man.
decoy, a distraction, Noah, while
I
somebody
see.
else comes.
Well, right now the chamber is still open as Trick Williams is being helped out of the chamber. I mean, again, you don't want anyone compromising the WrestleMania card. And this is for a
Told you.
No, masked man.
I told you.
Walking inside the chamber, security, turn around. And he's squared up against Logan Paul. Oh, get to the midsection.
It's
The
Seth.
ball coming a curve stop.
That one's Seth.
Someone just burned it down tonight in Chicago. Cody taking advantage just a half. Cody, the cover. Logan Paul eliminated.
That one's Seth. That one's Seth.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold that thought.
It's Seth.
Seth Rollins! The man behind the mask was the original visionary, Seth freaking Rollins! Just how Cody! Seth is back!
Woo!
Seth is fucking back!
I told you it was Seth.
Where's he gonna be here?
I knew it was a distraction.
Wait, how long has he been here?
I don't know. Maybe that's his new vision. Those two men that got unmasked.
Was he involved in this since the get-go?
I
Seth
don't know.
Rollins just screwed Logan Paul out of WrestleMania!
Oh, we're down to 2 people, by the way.
Yes, I get that, but also Seth Rollins just screwed Paul Heyman.
And he screwed the entire vision.
Well, was this the only time he did? Was he really the guy behind the whole time? More questions than answers, but Seth just cost Logan Paul WrestleMania. We're down to Cody and Orton.
Hey, we're down to a legacy, huh, Noah?
Yeah, no kidding. These two men define King of the Ring. And now they will define Elimination Chamber tonight in Chicago for a WWE Championship match at WrestleMania. A legacy that was built all the way back in 2008, rekindled in 2026.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what the fuck? McIntyre with a shot by the head. The WWE Champion inside the chamber now. What the fuck's happening tonight? Went for the Claymore, sized up by Cody Rhodes. You know McIntyre does not want to face Cody at WrestleMania. Glasgow Kiss.
Didn't he literally say anyone but Cody?
I mean, he's literally trying to find his place in the main event of WrestleMania. And now Randy Orton trying to get him off and ready. Oh, Kiana McIntyre. Cody. Crossroads.
RKO to Cody!
Orton the cover. What the fuck?
It's Orton!
WrestleMania.
Hey, yes! It's not the Golden Boy!
Randy Orton just pinned Cody. Orton is going to WrestleMania for his 15th World Championship. It's Orton versus McIntyre.
This 21st time and Mania Thank God they did. They did not. We
Orton
don't need
did
Cody in the
hesitate.
main event.
To your point, Orton did hesitate. He did what he needed to do. Orton has punched his ticket to the main event of WrestleMania. And Cody Rhodes is
Woo!
officially out of the equation.
I'm totally okay with this, Matthew. Woo!
Both men knew what was at stake here, and neither man wanted to be determined by Drew. But Randy Orton saw the opportunity and struck with one last emphatic RKO and pinned the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. This chamber went to hell real quick, though.
Yeah,
again,
at the end.
We had two masked men. One was drafted by security, and another masked man came out of nowhere, super kicked Logan Paul in the midsection, and then a curb stomp. We haven't seen that before. Destroying the Vision's chances of WrestleMania moments with Seth freaking Rollins. And look at Paul Heyman's face.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Drew McIntyre came back in to make sure Cody Rhodes was out of the equation. Belt shot, blind belt shot to the back of the head, and a fall Claymore attempt. While Randy Orton was incapacitated by it for a moment, he sidestepped him, and Cody and Drew were fighting for the time being. Randy, though, caught Drew McIntyre with RKO and immediately launched him into Cody Rhodes, who hit Drew McIntyre with a crossroads. And immediately the Viper out of nowhere hit another RKO on Cody, and Randy Orton just punched his ticket to WrestleMania.
He RKO'd his way to WrestleMania's main event.
We said before, Walter, there are no friends in WWE, but there is only one man that could go to be the other side of the marquee. And tonight, it was the Viper, Randy Orton. Number 15 might be less than 50 days away from the apex predator of the WWE.
That's going to be nuts.
49 nights, 7 weeks. Randy Orton goes one-on-one with Drew McIntyre for the undisputed WWE Championship.
Well, there's the last piece of that puzzle.
And it's also the last chance of Cody Rhodes going to WrestleMania. An insane night here at the Elimination Chamber where Randy Orton will collide with Drew McIntyre for the first time ever over a WWE title since SummerSlam 2020 at WrestleMania 42.
And people are happy.
Well, I'm sure everyone's happy except for the family of Cody. But that being said, the Elimination Chamber has eliminated the American Nightmare from the equation, and Seth freaking Rollins has eliminated the Vision from all chances of appearances. Where the hell we go from here? WrestleMania 42, folks. CM Punk versus Roman Reigns for the championship. Jay Carter versus Rhea Ripley for the WWE Women's Championship. Stephanie McMahon versus Liv Morgan for the WWE Women's Heavyweight Championship. And now Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton for the Undisputed WWE Championship. What the hell is going to be added to that card besides those 4 matches? We have to stay tuned on the road to WrestleMania 42. But for now, we're going to bid you fine folks a fine adieu. We'll see you at the top of the hour for our Heatherland interview for Paul Media's ring announcer. Hope you see you there. For Walter Cruz, I'm Noah Foster. We are Super Liable. This has been the Elimination Chamber. Walter, welcome officially to the road to WrestleMania. And thanks you to all 222 of you for tuning in. Follow us. Make a positive impact in life. Have a good night. Cut the fucking feed. We'll see you at 11 p.m. Standard Time for the interview, shenanigans, and further discussion indeed. Wow, this show went off the rails quickly.
Unfortunately for you, I think I know one of the WrestleMania matches is going to get at it.
Let's not talk about that.
Grande Americano versus Grande Americano mask match.
Sometimes I really don't like you, but I also have to accept the fact you're probably right too. We'll see you guys at the top of the hour. Thanks for tuning into our coverage Elimination Chamber. Damn.
You forgot the thing. You forgot to say the thing.
I did, but I'll say it one more time because you cut me off. Cut the fucking feed.